कोई भी सपना साकार करने के लिए सबसे जरूरी है सही कोच का होना। चुनिए आयुष दर्पण डिजिटल को और करे अपने क्लिनिकल आयुर्वेद सीखने का सपना साकार। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
नमस्कार मैडम शीतल जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका इस कार्यक्रम में, आयुर्वेद दिवस के इस कार्यक्रम में। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको होस्ट बना दिया है मैंने। आप कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत कर सकते हैं।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार। थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। और आज राष्ट्रीय आयुर्वेद दिवस के इस अवसर पर, शुभ अवसर पर मैं आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। और आयुष दर्पण के अपने जो संस्थापक, जो हमारे फाउंडर डायरेक्टर है डॉक्टर नवीन जोशी जी, इनका मैं बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करती हूँ और उनको मैं बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन करती हूँ कि हमने इसी तरह का एक प्रोग्राम लास्ट ईयर भी लिया था, लास्ट बट 1 ईयर कि जिसमें हमने काफी सारे स्टॉलवर्ड्स जो है आयुर्वेदा फील्ड के, उनको सभी को आमंत्रित किया था। और उसी धरती पर आज हम सभी फिर से एक बार मिल रहे हैं इस आयुष दर्पण के प्लेटफॉर्म पे। और मैं आप सभी गुरुजनों का और विज्ञ जनों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। ये जो आयुष दर्पण हमारा जो प्लेटफॉर्म है, ये जो आयुर्वेद जगत के प्रति डेडिकेटेड प्लेटफॉर्म हमें जो प्राप्त हुआ है, और बहुत सारा हम लोग इसके मतलब इस प्लेटफॉर्म के द्वारा हमने बहुत सारे कार्यक्रम भी लिए हैं और आयुर्वेद का प्रचार प्रसार करने की एक हम जो कोशिश करते हैं हमेशा। तो मैं आप सभी का वंस अगेन आई वेलकम यू ऑल ऑन दिस वेरी कोवेटेड प्लेटफॉर्म दैट इज आयुष दर्पण। आई होप ऑल द स्पीकर्स हैव जॉइंड। कुछ लोग अभी भी हमारे ज्वाइन नहीं हुए हैं सर, तो मैं उन्हें एक बार कॉल कर लेती हूँ। हमारे जो स्पीकर्स है, मैं वार्षणेय सर का स्वागत करती हूँ यहाँ पर, जो कि यूएस से ज्वाइन हुए हैं। मैं डॉक्टर के पांडे, डॉक्टर डीएन पांडे सर का स्वागत करती हूँ, जो कि हमारे साथ मैंने एश्योर किया था सर को कि हम बिल्कुल राइट टाइम स्टार्ट करेंगे, एंड बोथ ऑफ देम दे हैव ज्वाइंड। आपने हमारी रिक्वेस्ट को सम्मान देते हुए सर इस प्रोग्राम में पार्टिसिपेट हुए, आप हमें बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। थैंक यू एंड वेलकम ऑन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म।
और सब धन्वंतरी वंदना के साथ शुरुआत करें इसकी।
जी जी जी, मैं वेलकम करती हूँ डॉक्टर वनीता शर्मा को, एंड मैं सभी स्पीकर्स का वेलकम करती हूँ यहाँ पर। तो हम प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत करते हैं सर, जैसे कि आप कह रहे हैं धन्वंतरी वंदना से। डॉक्टर राजश्री मैडम भी ज्वाइन हुई हैं अभी। वेलकम मैम।
नमामि धन्वन्तरिमादिदेवं सुरासुरैः वन्दितपादपद्मं लोके जरामृत्युनाशं दातारमीशं विविधौषधीनां शङ्खं चक्रं जलौकां दधतं मृतघटं चारुतोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छादिरुद्यं शुकपरिविलसन् मौलिमं भोजनेत्रं कालाम्बोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसत्
So, I, Dr. Sheetal Asutkar, welcome you all on the very auspicious occasion of Rashtriya Ayurveda Divas, that is 7th National Ayurveda Day, on this very coveted platform of Ayush Darpan. And I am able to see Dr. Neeta ma'am. She has joined all the way from the flight. She has boarded for Hyderabad, I guess, from Meghalaya. Welcome, ma'am. We are very happy to have you with us today. You have managed to join our meeting. That's great for all of us. Would you like to say a few words? Because I think your flight will be taking. You are muted. Okay.
I need good and the consumption of alcohol on board the ship. Good evening, Shubh Deepavali. I need to leave as it's take of time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I have your recorded video and I will be playing this video later on. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheetal.
Thank you. Thanks very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Dr. Varshne sir, Dr. K.K. Pandey sir, Dr. D.N. Pandey sir, Dr. Rajeshri ma'am, Dr. Vanita, Dr. Rashmi ma'am, and Dr. Vaishali madam. All of us, we are here today to celebrate 7th National Ayurveda Day on the very coveted forum of Ayush Darpan. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, सब मेरे जो दिग्गज गुरुजन हैं उन सबको एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे मैं देख रही हूँ आज. काफी दिनों बाद हम मिल रहे हैं, but then we are here today to celebrate our धन्वंतरी पूजन, धन्वंतरी दिवस एंड राष्ट्रीय आयुर्वेद दिवस. सो एक जो हम आज एक वेरी स्वीट एंड शॉर्ट प्रोग्राम ले रहे हैं, जिसमें कि हम हमारे जो व्यूज है, हमारा जो थीम है इस साल, दैट इज हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेदा. तो हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा के अंतर्गत हम लोग जो कंसेप्ट हमारे है आयुर्वेदा के प्रति, वो आज यहाँ पर प्रकट करेंगे. तो इसके इंट्रोडक्शन, प्रोग्राम के ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए आज मैं यहाँ पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजिंग प्रेसिडेंट एंड फाउंडर, हमारे जो डायरेक्टर है आयुष दर्पण के, डॉक्टर नवीन जोशी जी. सर, आपको मैं यहाँ पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ, आप कृपया इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में एक.
थैंक यू मैडम, थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी. आपको कार्यक्रम जो है हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद, इस कार्यक्रम की श्रृंखला में कार्यक्रम चल रहा है. जैसा कि अभी यहाँ पे डॉक्टर D.N. पांडे सर, प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राजश्री काटके जी, डॉक्टर वनीता जी और हमारे सभी के गुरुजन डॉक्टर सुभाष वासणे जी अमेरिका से, और अभी यहाँ पे कुछ देर पहले डॉक्टर नीता माहेश्कर मैडम भी फ्लाइट में थी, लेकिन उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया और वो अभी कुछ देर पहले भी एक कार्यक्रम में थी. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है इस कार्यक्रम में. आयुर्वेदा दिवस पर यह कार्यक्रम एक प्रकार से, आजकल बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं वो वर्चुअल नहीं बल्कि ऑफलाइन मोड में हो रहे हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हमने जो है एक प्रोग्राम, चूंकि कोविड के काल से हम लोग इस तरह से करते आ रहे हैं, तकरीबन 2 साल से नित्य यहाँ पर लोग जुड़ते हैं और बहुत सारे लोग जो हैं वो अपने प्रैक्टिस के साथ साथ में आप लोगों को सुनना चाहते हैं एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे. तो आज आयुर्वेद दिवस के अवसर पर डॉक्टर शीतल असूत्कर जी ने ये कार्यक्रम प्लान किया. आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई. मैडम, आप इस कार्यक्रम को आप प्रारंभ कर सकते हैं. आज हमारा जो ये आयुष दर्पण का जो डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म है, इसका अपना ऐप है जिसे आप गूगल प्ले स्टोर से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं, जिसमें बहुत सारे लेक्चर्स हैं. ये भी लेक्चर्स वहाँ अपलोड किए जाएंगे यूट्यूब पे, और ये फेसबुक पेज पर अभी ये कार्यक्रम लाइव है, इसको आप ऐप पर भी देख सकते हैं. हमारा जो ये हमारी जो ब्रांड प्रमोशन है वो खुद सौरभ गांगुली करते हैं, आपने खुद देखा अभी. तो इस प्रकार से हमने इसको काफी ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया है. अभी हमारे कार्यक्रम में इससे पहले भी प्रोफेसर अभिमन्यु कुमार सर जुड़े थे, जिन्होंने काफी तारीफ की. तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सबका, आप लोगों का विश्वास बना रहे, हम यही चाहते हैं. मैडम, आप इस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाइए. धन्यवाद.
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. तो आज टुडे वी आर हियर अगेन, आई रिपीट, टू सेलिब्रेट अवर नेशनल आयुर्वेदा डे, 7th नेशनल आयुर्वेदा डे, एंड द थीम फॉर दिस ईयर इज हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा. सो All India Institute of Ayurveda has been it is the prime institute, and it has been very much proactive in conducting the programs all in the on the institute level as well as in the public health sector and periphery. So they have defined it as Ayurveda aims as predictive prevention of forthcoming diseases, its management, and a personalized promotion of enhanced quality of life to maintain robust health. So this is what is the actual theme behind the Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. Whatever is the theme for this year, and believed to be one of the most ancient and well documented systems of medicine. Ayurveda is deeply rooted in Indian scriptures. So literally meaning the science of life. It's observed, our Ayurveda Day is observed every year on Dhanvantari Pujan since 2016 to propagate its practices and to put emphasis on using natural resources in living a healthy lifestyle. So this is a very, very brief just justification of the celebration of Ayurveda Day worldwide, whatever we are trying to do, and just justifying the things we have gathered here to put our views here on this particular theme, that is Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. So moving ahead, I would like to call upon the speakers for today one by one, and we have got a galaxy of speakers for today. I am very much happy to have Dr. वार्ष्णेय सर एज चेयरमैन ऑफ आवर प्रोग्राम फॉर टुडे। और सर मैं आपकी बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ कि सर आप यूएस से यहाँ पर हमारे साथ ज्वाइन हुए हैं, एंड ही विल बी प्रेजेंट थ्रू आउट द प्रोग्राम एंड ही विल बी गिविंग हिज एक्सपर्ट रिमार्क्स एज चेयर एट द एंड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम। तो सर आपकी अनुमति से मैं यह प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट करती हूँ आज का। थैंक यू सर। So after a very brief introduction of this program, I would like to call upon speakers for today. Straightway I will go for speakers for today, and I would like to call upon Dr. Vaishali Kuchewar ma'am, who is Dean at Mahatma Gandhi Ayurveda College, Hospital and Research Center, and at which is the constituent college of Datta Meghe Institute of Medical Sciences, which is deemed to be university. It has got NAC accreditation A+ and NABH accreditation also. So I welcome you ma'am, and please give your insights on Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda on this National Ayurveda Day program.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to wish all present here और दिवाली। और सबसे पहले मैं वार्ष्णेय सर का नमन करना चाहती हूँ। सर बहुत दिनों के बाद सर आप मिले हो मुझे, एंड पांडे सर को भी मैं विशेष नमन करना चाहती हूँ, और सभी जो स्पीकर्स यहाँ पर है, और शीतल का भी मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ कि उसने मुझे ये प्लेटफॉर्म पर आने के लिए कॉल किया, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आप सबसे मिलके। और कैन आई शेयर माय स्क्रीन शीतल?
Yes madam, you can share. I will just give you access.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. तो आज का जो यानी इस साल का हमारा जो थीम था आयुर्वेद का, ये हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा। Actually here I want to emphasize that we all are known about Ayurveda and what is Ayurveda. There is no need to tell to anyone. But the important thing is जो भी हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा ये जो प्रोग्राम आयुष ने ये जो थीम रखा है, इसका स्पेसिफिकली अपना केवल 8 दिन या 15 दिन का ये प्रोग्राम ना रहे के मैं इस प्रेजेंटेशन में सिर्फ इतना मेरे जो व्यूज है कि आयुर्वेद को हर दिन हर घर में अपने को लाने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए, तो मेरे व्यूज में यहाँ पे रखना चाहती हूँ। जस्ट अथु नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्रेजेंटेशन, जस्ट अ मिनट। हाँ, तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये है कि हाउ कैन वी प्रमोट आयुर्वेदा, क्योंकि हम सब लोग बातें करते हैं कि आयुर्वेद का प्रमोशन होना चाहिए, हर लोगों ने आयुर्वेद यूज करना चाहिए, क्योंकि सबको पता है कि देयर इज नो नीड टू टेल द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ आयुर्वेदा, बट द मेन थिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट हाउ कैन वी प्रमोट इट। तो सबसे मेरे हिसाब से महत्व का ये है कि इसको अपन कैसे प्रमोट करें। तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये है कि वी शुड इनिशिएट फ्रॉम सेल्फ। हम लोग कितने लोग ऐसे हैं कि हम लोगों को तो बताते हैं कि को प्रमोट करना चाहिए, आयुर्वेद यूज करना चाहिए, पर मेनी ऑफ द पीपल आर नॉट इनिशिएटिंग फ्रॉम सेल्फ। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम खुद से आयुर्वेद जीना सीखना चाहिए, खुद यूज करना चाहिए। हम में से भी कितने लोग होंगे कि जो अगर फीवर आता है तो वी डोंट प्रीफर त्रिभुवन कीर्ति बट वी प्रीफर पैरासिटामोल। सो ये यहाँ से अगर अपन शुरुआत करते हैं, मुझे पता है कि कुछ डिसीज ऐसे है कि एक्यूट कंडीशन ऐसी है जहाँ पे अपने को एलोपैथी यूज करना ही पड़ता है, बट जहाँ पे पॉसिबल है वहां पे अपने आयुर्वेद यूज करना चाहिए। जब तक अपन खुद एक्सपीरियंस नहीं करेंगे तब तक अपन आयुर्वेद को सही मायने में अपन प्रमोट नहीं कर सकते। सेकेंड थिंग इज कि टीचिंग विथ शेयरिंग एक्सपीरियंसेस। ये एज आई एम फ्रॉम टीचिंग फील्ड, तो मैं हमारे जो प्रोफेसर्स है, हमारे जो टीचिंग स्टाफ है, मैं क्योंकि बच्चों को क्या है, जो भी आप कोई डिसीज पढ़ाते हो तो उनको वो सब पता ही रहता है कि वो क्या है, उसके पूर्व रूप क्या है, रूप क्या है, क्या ट्रीटमेंट प्रिंसिपल आयुर्वेद में दिया गया है। बट इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस व्हेन यू आर ट्रीटिंग द पेशेंट। तो उसमें बच्चों को भी उसमें बहुत आनंद मिलता है, और दूसरी बात बच्चों का विश्वास उसमें आता है। जैसे मुझे याद आता है वार्ष्णेय सर का भी। वार्ष्णेय सर जब हमारे कॉलेज में थे तो वो पेशेंट पे अपन ने क्या किया वो पढ़ाते थे। तो वो बहुत जरूरी है कि हमने पेशेंट पे क्या किया, क्योंकि कैसा है, मराठी में बोला जाता है कि बाप दाखव नहीं तो श्राद्ध कर। इसका मतलब ये है कि ये जो आयुर्वेद में दिखाया गया, बताया गया है, ये हमने अनुभव किया है और उसमें पेशेंट में अपने को रिजल्ट मिले हैं। ये जब तक हम स्टूडेंट को नहीं बताएंगे तब तक स्टूडेंट का विश्वास नहीं बैठेगा, एंड वी हैव टू मोटिवेट द स्टूडेंट टू प्रैक्टिस आयुर्वेदा। सो दैट्स वाई मेरे हिसाब से ये बहुत जरूरी है कि केस बेस्ड टीचिंग होना चाहिए, प्रैक्टिकल बेस्ड टीचिंग होना चाहिए। अपन कितने कॉलेजेस देखते हैं कि उसमें केवल थ्योरी थ्योरी एंड थ्योरी होता है, बट देयर इज अ वेरी लैक ऑफ प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस। तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि अपन स्टूडेंट को मोटिवेट करें। जितने अपन, मैंने समझो एक मेरे टीचिंग से समझो एक भी स्टूडेंट मोटिवेट होता है टू प्रैक्टिस आयुर्वेदा, इट्स अ वेरी बिग थिंग। सो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि अपन केस बेस्ड टीचिंग को प्राधान्य मिलना चाहिए। दूसरा कि मोटिवेट आयुर्वेदा ग्रेजुएट्स टू प्रैक्टिस, क्योंकि हम यानी समझो मेरी 100 की बैच है तो उसमें से बहुत गिने चुने बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं कि जो आयुर्वेद की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ देयर ग्रेजुएशन। व्हाई? बिकॉज दे डोंट गेट द प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस। अगर बच्चों को, क्योंकि बच्चों की उसी तरफ ज्यादा अकल रहता है कि हम एलोपैथी प्रैक्टिस कैसे करेंगे। हमने देखा है कि बच्चे सेकेंड थर्ड ईयर से ही एलोपैथी प्रैक्टिशनर के तरफ जाते हैं, तो ये नेचुरल है कि उनका विश्वास एलोपैथी में ज्यादा होगा। तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू मोटिवेट स्टूडेंट टू गो फॉर आयुर्वेदा एज अ करियर। और ये तब तक पॉसिबल नहीं होता जब तक अपन अपना जो टीचिंग है, जो सेकेंड थर्ड ईयर से बच्चों को, हमने अभी एक 8-10 दिन पहले हमने फर्स्ट ईयर से लेके फाइनल ईयर तक के स्टूडेंट को सबको हमने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना, केस बेस्ड टीचिंग ही किया था। तो उनमें अपने फर्स्ट ईयर से बच्चों को लोगों दो दे हैव नो एनी क्लिनिकल एक्सपीरियंस, बट उनको पता होना चाहिए कि आयुर्वेद में क्या क्या होता है, त्रिदोष का सिद्धांत अपन हाउ कैन वी अप्लाई इन प्रैक्टिस। तो ये हमने लिया था, ये हर घर हर दिन आयुर्वेद के अंतर्गत ही हमने लिया था। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है मोटिवेट द स्टूडेंट्स। जब तक अपन मोटिवेट नहीं करेंगे स्टूडेंट को फॉर आयुर्वेदा प्रैक्टिस, आयुर्वेदा विल नॉट प्रमोट प्रॉपरली। देन हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि कितना भी हम बताएंगे कि आयुर्वेद अच्छा है, आयुर्वेद अच्छा है, जब तक उनको प्रैक्टिस नहीं होंगी तब तक वो, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू प्रैक्टिस आयुर्वेदा। क्योंकि कैसा है कि पंचकर्म कैसा होना चाहिए, उसके क्या कॉन्ट्रा इंडिकेशंस है, पेशेंट में क्या क्या अपने को उसके कॉम्प्लिकेशंस मिल सकते हैं। मैडम इज फ्रॉम शीतल मैडम इज फ्रॉम सर्जिकल, डॉक्टर वार्ष्णेय सर इज फ्रॉम सर्जरी डिपार्टमेंट। दे हैव प्रैक्टिस आयुर्वेदा इन वेरियस केसेस, जहाँ पे एलोपैथी फेल हुई है, जहाँ पे अपने को लगता है कि इन क्रॉनिक केसेस स्पेसिफिकली सर हैज डन वेरी गुड वर्क। तो ये बच्चों को हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग मिलना चाहिए, जो वार्ष्णेय सर ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग देने का। तो इस टाइप का वर्क अपने को, जब तक बच्चों को हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग अपन नहीं देंगे तब तक स्टूडेंट्स विल नॉट मोटिवेट। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है। और शेयरिंग एक्सपीरियंसेस। आयुर्वेद में थोड़ा सा मुझे ये कमी लगती है कि मींस प्रैक्टिशनर्स आर देयर बट दे आर नॉट रेडी टू शेयर देयर एक्सपीरियंसेस, व्हाट दे आर विच मेडिसिन्स दे आर यूजिंग टू ट्रीट द पेशेंट। हमने बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिशनर्स को अपने यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो लोग एकेडमिक में है वो लोग तो अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करते हैं थ्रू पब्लिकेशन एंड प्रेजेंटेशन, बट स्पेसिफिकली दोज हु आर इन प्रैक्टिस वो दे आर नॉट एबल, और वो उनको थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में अवेयरनेस भी नहीं है कि हमारे अगर एक्सपीरियंसेस अपन शेयर करते हैं पब्लिकेशन थ्रू तो कितने लोगों तक पहुंचता है। क्योंकि बच्चों को ये जो आप देख रहे हो तो इसमें जब तक आप अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर नहीं करेंगे तब तक बच्चा सीखेगा नहीं। तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस आयुर्वेद में, क्योंकि मॉडर्न मेडिसिन वाले भी बोलते हैं कि आप लोगों में थोड़ी एक ही कमी हम लोगों को लगती है कि आप लोग बताते नहीं है कि आप क्या क्या देते हो। तो ये सीक्रेसी जो है ये कम होनी चाहिए, एंड इट विल पॉसिबल विद द हेल्प ऑफ ओनली पब्लिकेशन एंड प्रेजेंटेशन। ये मैं इसलिए बताना चाहती हूँ कि मैं भी यानी हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी जो है वो इट्स ऑलवेज प्रमोट अस टू मोटिवेट अस टू पब्लिश योर वर्क, क्योंकि जब तक आप पब्लिश नहीं करेंगे तब तक लोगों तक नहीं पहुंचेंगे। और ये जो मैंने मेरा यहाँ पे पब्लिकेशन दिखा रही हूँ इसके कारण मुझे बहुत सारे कॉल्स आए हैं कि मैडम हमने आपका ये आर्टिकल पढ़ा तो हमारे पेशेंट को आपके तरफ लाना चाहते हैं। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है आयुर्वेद को प्रमोट करने के लिए। सो दिस इज माई व्यू रिगार्डिंग हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा। बस इतना ही मैं कहना चाहती थी कि हेल्दी आउटसाइड स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द इनसाइड। वंस अगेन आई विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी दिवाली। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, madam, for a very nice and brief presentation of yours. But then you have very well expressed your views through your presentation about Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda and how students should be promoted to practice Ayurveda, how a surgeon should give a hands-on or a practical approach to the students, how a Ayurveda practitioner or an academician should give the practical approaches to their students, so that we will be promoting and propagating the Ayurveda practices and the importance of Ayurveda to the grooming Ayurveda practitioners. So thank you very much. Thank you, madam. And now I would like to call upon Dr. Rashmi Kale, madam. Dr. Rashmi Kale, madam. She is Professor Head Shalyatantra Department at Sumati Bhai Shah Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya at Pune, Hadapsar, Pune. She is a very good surgeon, a very good academician, and a bright lady. One of the brightest ladies I have known. So thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us today. And I call you for your presentation for today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Just give me a second. I'll just.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm unable to share my this PPTs. Actually, can you guide me?
Ma'am, you are co-host now, so I think you should be share.
You are already sharing your screen, ma'am. You just go to the PPT where you saved it on the computer,
Okay.
as your Google screen
And
is shared.
click it there.
Okay. Is it visible
Go and
now?
click on that.
No. You have to share.
No.
Share. Just share.
Just click on share screen and click on that PPT.
Yeah, but I'm sharing the same thing. No, it is not possible. Why it is?
Just send it to Sheetal then.
If it is possible, madam, please send it to me, or otherwise you just go for share screen option and select the presentation from the gallery view. From the windows there will be open.
आपका पहले स्क्रीन शेयर हुआ था मैडम, आपने गूगल, आप दोबारा
Google
शेयर
गूगल
कीजिए
पे हो गया था।
Okay, okay, sir.
उसको,
Okay.
आप दोबारा कीजिए।
दोबारा
हाँ,
कीजिए।
हाँ हो गया, शेयर हो गया।
Yes,
अब आप क्या
yes,
क्या
yes.
क्या आप ढूंढ रहे हैं इसमें?
Is it
तो
now?
आपने गूगल सर्च खोल दिया आपने, आप यहाँ
Yes,
से
yes.
अपने अपने उस पे क्रॉस करिए। आपका पीपीटी आपके लैपटॉप पे है क्या?
हाँ, yes sir, desktop
उसको
पे है
ऊपर
मेरा।
ऊपर क्रॉस कीजिए,
हाँ,
इसको
तो ऊपर
इसको
क्रॉस
इसको
कीजिए ना।
इसको स्क्रीन को बंद कीजिए, वो गूगल को बंद कीजिए।
Fine sir. हाँ,
आप
right.
नहीं, अब आप अपनी पीपीटी पे जाइए, पीपीटी खोलिए।
हाँ, खोल दिया सर।
अब शेयर कीजिए
अभी
उसको, शेयर
अब
स्क्रीन,
शेयर स्क्रीन,
जैसे पहले
शेयर
आपने
स्क्रीन।
गूगल को शेयर कीजिए।
Just go on that window, ma'am, and select it. Click it.
क्लिक करके क्लिक कर दीजिए।
Yeah, I got it.
हाँ हो गया।
Yes.
Fine. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and just I would like to share my
तो
opinion
फुल
on
वो
this.
कर लीजिए आप प्रेजेंटेशन में, ये आपका
yes.
साइट पे आप प्रेजेंटेशन कर लीजिए, स्लाइड शो
Yes.
कर लीजिए जी।
Yes sir, yes sir. Is it visible now, sir?
यस यस।
So my today's I'm just focusing on some traditional practices in surgical diseases, because everybody is talking on this Har Ghar Ayurveda and Har Din Ayurveda. So I would like to contribute in this what we can do in surgical diseases, which can be practices every day also. So this is my concept. So understanding Ayurveda is different from believing Ayurveda. It required validation and reproducibility with faith and rationality. These are the objectives. I'll just conclude in 10 minutes only. These are the objectives of my today's presentation. I would like to give introduction to the concept of traditional practices in surgical diseases. Then concern areas in today's perspectives. Wound care begins right with birth, and importance of wound care in neonate is well described in Ayurvedic text. Wound is one of the major part of surgery. So interesting descriptions of code of conduct and dietary conducts in all diseases in surgical diseases has been given in our Samhita in Ayurveda. So discussion on above may prohibit some surgical diseases. Then few examples of code of conduct and dietary conducts in day-to-day practice I would like to share with you. So about this is background for just example. I'm just giving this background. According to WHO, approximately 16 million people annually fall victim to lifestyle disorders, which causes n number of diseases, which mainly includes cancer, then anxiety disorders, diabetes, and diabetes again it gives definitely multiple wounds because of peripheral neuropathy and other things. Then undernutrition is also causing abscesses and everything. So these are the things which are important in surgery. And again, the current scenario, we all know that there are n number of antibiotics which are prescribing very vigorously. So antibiotic resistance is developed among many communities and many people. There are some faulty dietary practices and rising pollution. There are psychological and emotional issues in this. Then emergence of newer organism. This is the current scenario uh, which may resist or prohibit by just following our code of conducts which are described in our text. So this is a challenge. Again, this is for one example I'm giving. This is what we have in India. No, 2/3 under 5 years death, 66% happen in 1 year of life. 2/3 of infant death, 66% happen in first life of month of life. So the main cause I would like to just highlight is one of main cause is infection. So nearly 20% of all child deaths happen in India, and this infection is because of in neonates. It is because of improper cord care. So accepting the following principles and of wound management to prevent infection, Ayurveda classics mentions application of medicated tela process with kusht in routine umbilical cord care. It might be there are many studies has been conducted on this, carried out on Kushta tail also. So this is what I want to just highlight. Wound care is started with the neonate, and that has been described in our Samhita is very nicely. So this I have done some researches. These are the Nabhi Roga, which are associated with improper and inadequate care taken during newborn period. So effect of this like Uttundita, Pindalika and Vinamika, Vijrumika, then Unnat Nabi. These are the diseases which are described in our different Samhitakar, which is because of improper and inadequate care. So do's and don'ts in wound and other surgical diseases care are elaborately described by Sushruta, Vagbhat and Yogratnakar. This includes pulses, vegetables, various alcohol, non-vegetarian food, exercises, sexual acts, beds. Even they have described the homes for patient, how it should be. Even personalities of the person accompanying with the patients, etc. I feel this is very important. Here are a few examples of traditional trends in surgical diseases. You may say these are the Pathya Kalpana, but here I want to just again highlight the things which are available in our home also. So here it is a Vidradi. You can say this, we can have Nishpav, that is Pauta. Then Karvella is Karela. Punarnava, Shri Parna, that is Nariyal, Chitrak, Shaudra. This we can use all those things in Vidradi. Then Grutam Tailam Mudgaraso, Vilepi. So this Vilepi is a what you call one of the recipe we can say. Then Shali Shak, Chandan, all this Kadali. Kadali nowadays we don't use Kadali, but definitely we can use that Kadali and Patol. So this one of I'm giving different examples. Here again you can see the code of conduct. It's Pathya Vayam Maithunam Kopam Prishtayanam Gurunicha. Means here this shlok is giving us a complete what you call code of conduct, how to behave in and how to work out in Bagandar disease, that is fistula in ano. Then Sarvatra Shalayo Mudra Vilepi Jangalo Rasa. Patolam, this is Shigru. Dhatturo Balamulakam. Balamulakam is the radishes, the small radishes, we can use that. Then Tila Sarshapayos Tailam, Tiktavarvo Grutam Madhu. This is again the one, what is the, what you call food things which is described in there. Again, this is Nadi Vrana. We have this Yava Shashti Shali Godhumu Purana. That is Purana Shali we have to use. Again, Yava also, it should be a Puran, means the it should be 1 year old. Then Sita Shalaya. Then Masur Turi Mudga Yushashcha. Masur, Tuvar and Mudga, that is Moog, iska Yush, then with Madhu Sharkara, Vilepi, Lajamandashcha, Jangal, Mruga Pakshina. This is Pathya. Nadivarana mein we have, we can use. Nadivarana is again the sinuses. Then Grutam Tailam Patolacha, Vetagram Balamulakam. You have seen the Balamulakam is also prescribed or recommended in Bagandar also. Vartakam is brinjals, Karvellak is bitter gourd, Karkotam Tandulikam. This Vrana Shodhe Vrane, Sadhya Vrane, same thing can be applied in Vrana Shodha also. Here in Arsha, see, this is Agni Balayach. What is Apathya? That is Vegavarod, Stri Prishtayan, Utkatasanam, Yathaswab Doshalam, Arshasu Parivarjayat. This has been described in Arsha. I have many shloks actually, but here I don't want to go for details of this. Just for examples, as 10 minutes has been given. Bhagna Patya Patya, if you see the Bhagna Patya Patya, here I have not given that shlok, but Sushruta has given Grushti Shir. Shalir Maunsa Rasa Kshiram Sarpiyusha Satinaja. Satinaja is a what you call vatanam, that is green peas. Here one shlok has not been written, or I have not given in this presentation, that include Brushtishir. Brushtishir is the cow's milk who has been delivered recently. So it contains a rich in calcium. So definitely it is definitely helpful in Bhagna with collagen also. So I feel this is very important. Again, this is Purana Ghrutapal, this is Gandamala Apchi, Granthya Arbud, Deepanani cha Sarvani Gugulushcha Shilajatu, Shalim cha Shakam cha Vetranam Rukshani cha Kutani cha. All this Rakta Shigru. Rakta Shigru, I think very rarely seen in Maharashtra, but it has been seen in the South India. The Rakta Shigru is also very important in Galaganda, Gandamala and other diseases. We need to do research in all this also. This is a huge shlok. I mean, uh, given in Sushra Samhita for what you call wound care, wound management. So we can see this, but here I am not going into the detail. So every surgical disease is having conservative approach before going for surgery, and it contains all this patya kalpana, which is in our which is available in our home also, all the medicines and all that. So these are the research sources. These are the factors should be considered in anything. Code of conduct, which includes exercises, day-to-day other activities, prescribed particular food variety in particular diseases. Food which is helpful in disease cure is homemade food. Then procedures to prepare a disease required food are very simple. Simple. So this my conclusion is above examples of food and other code of conduct surgical diseases is very feasible and to follow also, which is available in home. So thank you very much. That what I want to conclude with my this presentation. I hope you will like this, and please let me know if you like it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for such a wonderful presentation of yours. Actually, you have given thorough insights of yours, I think, regarding the theme of this National Ayurveda Day. Means there is a it's an ocean of these things, these particular research-oriented things in Ayurveda, and we have to pick it very wisely and very thoroughly what you have shown in your presentation. So these are the areas we need to work upon, and we need to revise these things. Means they have already been mentioned in our ancient texts, and in this way, whatever the things are available in our kitchen or our store, we have to utilize them, and we have to give the treatment as well as the patya and all the take care procedures of the patients. So thanks a lot, ma'am, for such a wonderful presentation. And please be with us today, because there will be such wonderful presentations in the series. So now moving ahead, I would like to call upon Dr. Vanita Sharma. Actually, Vanita Sharma, she has instructed me specially to mention her as Vanita Sharma. So I have taken note of it. Welcome, Vanita ma'am, here on this today's forum of National Ayurveda Day. And thank you very much for joining us straightway from Melbourne, Australia. She is the founder director of Urja Ayurvedics over there, and a very good speaker on some yogic practices, and Maun is her favorite topic. So welcome you.
That's very kind of you, Dr. Sheetal. First of all, I would like to congratulate Ayush Darpan, Dr. Naveen Joshi, particularly. He's been one after the other, accomplishing so much in his career, and also yourself to be the part of Ayush Darpan and involved thoroughly in the journey, like doing all this, and also Dr. Shilpa, you guys like are doing just incredible work. Like, and I've seen you and I've been part of it. Like, most recently, I hadn't been too much involved. Like, I got busy like otherwise. But yeah, like it's just like amazing to see how you guys are contributing towards propagating Ayurveda whichever way, and you've never left the board and the platform. And I'm very impressed, and my gratitude and respect to all the speakers like who are present today from US, Dr. Vashne and Dr. Rashvi, and everyone. So I'm honored to be the part of the program. So I would like to wish everyone from Urja Ayurvedics and our not-for-profit organization in Australia, in Melbourne, which I'm a chair of, like Australasian Pacific Council of Ayush Sciences, as well as I'm a deputy chair for Complementary Health and Skills IQ for the Department of Education, and a co-chair for Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So I've been myself very involved and engaged, trying to get Ayurveda propagated and even recognized in Australia and worldwide, like even through Ayush Darpan platform. Like I did quite a lot of like programs like with Dr. Sheetal and Dr. Naveen. So yeah, so she just requested me this time, like, so I said, yeah, it's been a while, like I would definitely love to come on board. But I don't have a slides to share today. Just because I wanted to keep it simple and stupid, like, and just what I would say is like, because we all know like who are participants like in the program today, as well as being in the industry. And part of it, like as a professors or doctors or lecturers, we all know what we are talking about, but it's for the people who actually don't know. As even Dr. Rashri, like she even referred and mentioned, and also like earlier I was listening to the talks, like that it's not about it has, like, I love the theme of Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda, because it begins from our kitchen, from our home, and we basically not practice Ayurveda. We are not just the practitioners. We basically live Ayurveda. And I always love to call it Ayurveda because it is a Ved. Like when we all understand, we put Visarga in Sanskrit and it sounds like A. And in the Western world, it became Ayurveda. Like, but that's how they know it. Like, and I just always say it's a legacy. And it's the traditional and our tradition and our culture, which we have adapted or inherited from our ancestors. Like, so we don't only study this and imply the principles, but imply the principles in our everyday life. It's so important to understand the basic philosophy of Ayurveda, especially by the people. So through Ayush Darpan, I would like to convey this message, like throughout the world, that we basically, every one of us, every day, we live Ayurveda. And it's in the form of following the diet. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be just like a specific Indian diet. It could be any diet, and it could be any restriction. But basically, Ayurveda is very localized for every place, because you do follow the lifestyle and according to the place and the season and you live according to the place. Like, so Ayurveda can be practiced anywhere in the world. That's all. It's a big message, like, and a big sign. What I would say is the importance of like the concepts of lifestyle, and lifestyle is like the lifestyle disorders that are happening these days, like all these hypertension, also like a hypertension, or any kind of like lifestyle disorders. We really need to we really need to understand the basic concepts of our living, follow the regimes and the diets and the season accordingly, and eat seasonal. Also follow the regimes, like as in waking up early morning and practicing yoga, which is also a lifestyle habit one should develop, and try to live Ayurveda every day, because yoga is also the sister science of Ayurveda, and we practice yoga, we do exercise, we say ahar, vihar, nitra. We are having a good sound sleep that fixes us. Half of our conditions are just treated just by having a good, adequate sound sleep. Following the diet and the lifestyle would prevent any kind of like illness, and help us to maintain good health. It's that's all we need to do, and that's the message from Ayurveda. Which is life. Ved means a classical text, so it's a science that originated and evolved from the classical text, or a science of life, which is based all on the lifestyle and the eating habits of the people. So work on the root cause, like rather than just taking a band-aid approach and fixing just the symptoms, we have to work on eradicating the root cause of the issues. Like, that is what is involved in Ayurveda, and that's a message that you can begin from your own home, by sharing. Even one of the slides as said, by sharing your experiences, and by talking and teaching and propagating and promoting and practicing on yourself first. Begin from yourself. Like, if you are following Ayurveda, it's easy for you to explain or to guide others like how to follow for Ayurveda. So I wish you all a very happy Dhanteras, happy Ayurveda day. And I leave the platform just by conveying this message, and probably would do another big presentation maybe in another program. But thank you very much for giving me opportunity, and Dr. Naveen and Dr. Sheetal, and everyone. Wish you all a very happy Diwali and a happy Ayurveda day, and Dhanteras and Dhanvantri Divas. But thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much, Vanita ma'am, for such a nice briefing of thoughts. You have your insights about our Ayurveda Day celebrations and Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. You have rightly said that teaching, then practicing, promoting, propagating Ayurveda through your deeds, through your practice, is the best thing a practitioner or a teacher can do. Means you can be a torch bearer. You can guide your students, you can guide your patients to practice the routine things, what Ayurveda predicts, what Ayurveda proclaims, and what Ayurveda teaches. So this is the right thing you have said, and definitely we will be calling you again for our another program in future. So we want to listen to you, particularly on the sister branch of Ayurveda, as you said, that is yogic practices and mauna. Again, I stress upon the word mauna. So please
I
keep
know
it in mind.
you're
and keep
very,
your
very
presentation
impressed
ready.
with that presentation, and I myself love that, like, because
Thank you very
I
much.
practice Mon, like it's a very, very important like a thing and
Sheetal,
vital in life to
Yes,
be
ma'am.
followed. Like so, I would
Sheetal,
definitely, yeah,
Yes,
I can
ma'am.
always repeat
I
that.
think
She
Dr.
will.
Vanita is leaving the platform, so I take 1 minute that she has pointed out the very vital points. You know how the world is going with the all the things from the acute cases to the chronic. So changes of the lifestyle, diet, exercises, and what she says is monam sarvartha sadhanam. So all these yogic prakriyas, so it has to be done in that. Very well said, Dr. Vanita. You are leaving,
Thank
so
you.
sorry to interrupt.
No, that's
Presentation in that.
absolutely. You're
I
more
just
than
would like
welcome.
to say
I
that
really appreciate it.
you
Thank
have
you.
well said for that. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you very
Ashley.
much.
Thanks.
Thank you for being with us today.
No, thank you.
So now moving ahead, I would like to call upon our respected Dr. D.N. Pandey sir in the series of guest lectures for today. So Pandey sir has got expertise on various pen management techniques.
Namaste, madam.
Yes, namaskar sir. And I think today he's going to present on pen management techniques again. So welcome sir on this very special platform of ours.
सबसे पहले आप सभी लोगों को नमस्कार और दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं। वाशनी जी नमस्ते, बहुत दिनों बाद आज दिखे हैं। और आज के चेयरमैन प्रोफेसर वाशनी जी एंड गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर डॉक्टर
Rajeshri.
रश्मि
Rajeshri ma'am.
Rajeshri, yes, Rajeshri. And other speakers like Professor K.K. Pandey from DHU and Neeta Mahaskar, Vanita Sharma, Dr. Rasmi Kale, and Dr. Sangeeta Shalvi, Dr. Anita Vanjari, and Dr. Naveen Joshi ji, the founder of this Ayush Darpan Foundation, and Sheetal ji, the organizing secretary of this event. I congratulate all of you for this very good arrangement of 7th Ayurveda Day at the occasion of Dhanvantari Jayanti. And I would like to now share my slides with you.
Yes, sir, it's visible. Please open your presentation.
मेरा डेस्कटॉप दिख रहा है?
यस ये आप अभी ओपन कीजिएगा सर, बाकी विजिबल है।
ओके,
यस
दिख रहा है?
हाँ जी, यस सर। स्लाइड शेयर पे डाल दीजिए।
Now it is visible?
Yes.
Okay, madam.
तो फुल कीजिए सर। हाँ, या
Today's theme, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेद. This is the Ayush mission, which is going on for 6 weeks, and today it is going to end with Dhanvantari Jayanti. Today I would like to present Ayurvedic principles and approach of management of pain management. First, if we are going anything to do, we have to understand the principle, what is the principle behind pain management in Ayurveda. As you all know that pain is considered under Vedic disorders and are more prevalent disorder in the society, affecting people widely of elderly group. And the word Vat Vyadhi is derived from two words, Vat and Vyadhi. The terms Vat is derived from Sanskrit root Va, and which means Gati, Gandhanayo, movement and continued efforts, enthusiasm. Considering the different meaning of Gati and Gandhan, it is clear that Vat itself conveys the meaning to act as a receptor and stimulator in the body. This definition seems to be correct because of its specificity and dissimilarity from other Samanya disorders of Vat dose. Thus, we can say that Vat Vyadhi is a group of specific disorder which is caused only by vitiated Vat dose. Hence, it can be said that Vat is the biological force which recognizes and stimulates all the activities in the body. While commenting on the word Vat Vyadhi, Vijay Rakshit has explained the meaning of Vat Vyadhi in terms of Vikriti Vat Janit Asadharana Vyadhi Vat Vyadhi. It means a specific disease caused by vitiated Vat dose are known as Vat Vyadhi. And the ancient Ayurvedic scholars consider nerve impulses to be a kind of air traveling through the nerve roots to the brain. Vat is the biological humor reside in the body, which is the real energy that moves through the brain and the nerves, controlling both the voluntary and involuntary function related to pleasure and pain. Pain and pleasure both are function of this, and hence Vat derangement always involves some weakness, disturbances or hypersensitivity of the nervous system. These disorders are produced not only by Vat dose, but Pitta and Kapha dose are also importing significant role. In Charak Samhita, it is stated that diseases are innumerable in number, and depending on their distinctive features like signs and symptoms, etiology, site of origin, site of manifestation. It means the symptom of neurodegenerative diseases and other diseases are not clumped under the heading of single disease. The majority of disorders are associated with the involvement of Vat dose, ranging from GIT to neurodegenerative disorders, depending upon the interaction of specific dosage and remaining dosage to the respective site of space defect. Therefore, the approaches of Ayurvedic pain management in Vedic disorder is also differ from disease to disease. This is very important. Osteoarthritis of conventional medical sciences is quite similar to Sandhigat Vat of Ayurveda, which is commonly observed in age-old people. Majority of Vedic disorder, which are described in the context of Vat Vyadhi, are still difficult to be cured by conventional modern medicine, and additionally, these medication impart deleterious effect to the body. Therefore, its prolonged use is not recommended by the wise physician. While its management through an Ayurvedic approach gradually calms down the symptoms and improve overall well-being of the patient with minimal side effects. Hence, at the time of management of Vedic disorder, especially Sandhigat Vat, it is mandatory to consider the involvement of other dosas along with the status of Agni, Srotas, Dhatu and Ojas of ailing one. This is important. Now I come to the part I have to be allocated only 10 minutes. Therefore, I will only give a very brief idea about what is the pain management in Ayurveda, what we are doing in Ayurveda in our pain clinic, the first thing is very important. Diet is very important for the management of pain, and which is ignored in modern medicine. And Vihar, Dincharya and Ritucharya is also of very much important, and we have to take very care. And Sodhan is also very much of importance. And the next one, after all these, then we can use Aushadhi, medicine. And sometimes medicine is not useful in many cases, and we are compelled to use Anusastra Karma, or in combination with Aushadhi, we use Anusastra Karma like Agni Karma, Jalauka Shira Ved, and the other therapy like Marg therapy now very popular, and which is popularized by Professor S.K. Joshi, the Vice Chancellor of Uttarakhand Ayurveda University, who is my classmate. He is working on Marg therapy very successfully. And the alternative therapies like acupuncture, acupressure, and cupping and TENS are also used for the management of pain, which are very fruitful and which are without side effects or any toxicity, any bad adverse effects. So at our centers, what we are doing for the management of pain of different types, different diseases, is Agni Karma. First, I will show some slides like this. We have Panch Dhatu Salaka, which is heated at this special designed gas stove up to red heat, and that first the part is prepared with dasmul kwar, and then we touch the affected area with this red hot Panchadhatu Salaka at least 8 to 10 times, and at that immediately we apply aloe vera pulp at that touch points for reducing the burning of the salaka for soothing effects. And after this, we apply ST Madhuchurn on that area, and then we cover this with a bandage, and the patient is now can move for his home, his residence anywhere. And after 7 days, we repeat this practice. After 4 or 5 sitting, the patient get relief from pain and the inflammation, and most of the patient, nearly 80-90%, are cured only with Agni Karma therapy. Sometimes some patients are also to be given medicine with Agni Karma therapy. So only within this allocated time, I have to show this a very simple practical point, which is Agni Karma for Ayurvedic pain management. Thank you very much. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत आभार मुझे समय देने के लिए। शीतल जी, मैं I'm audible?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, thank you शीतल जी, आपने इतना शॉर्ट नोटिस में और ऐसा अच्छा प्रोग्राम अरेंज किया, और जोशी जी को भी, आप सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मुझे इस विषय पे बोलने का अवसर देने के लिए। धन्यवाद।
Thank you sir, thank you very much for joining with us today and for a very good presentation on pain management with your self-designed apparatus on Agni Karma. सर ने इसके लिए पेटेंट भी फाइल किया हुआ है, और सर के काफी सारे लेक्चर्स अभी रिसेंटली हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में हमने अरेंज किए थे। सर हमारे एडजंक्ट फैकल्टी हैं, सो थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। सही में ये प्रोग्राम मैंने बहुत शॉर्ट नोटिस पे अरेंज किया है, लेकिन आप सभी ने जो रिस्पांस दिया है उसके कारण ये इतना सुंदर और इतना नॉलेज फेस्ट है टुडे कि आपके इनसाइट्स मुझे हम सबको सुनने को मिल रहे हैं आज। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच टू ऑल स्पीकर्स एंड चेयरपर्सन एंड गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर फॉर टुडे। एंड मूविंग अहेड इन दिस सीरीज ऑफ लेक्चर्स, आई वुड लाइक टू कॉल अपॉन Dr. K.K. Pandey sir. Welcome sir on this forum of Ayush Darpan today. And sir जो है हमारे यहाँ पर IMS BHU में सर संज्ञाहरण डिपार्टमेंट के प्रोफेसर एंड हेड है राइट नाउ। एंड सर को जब कॉल किया तो ही वेरी रेडिली एग्रीड टू जॉइन अस टुडे ऑन दिस नेशनल आयुर्वेदा डे सेलिब्रेशंस फॉर टुडे। और एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन लेक्चर लेके सर हमारे साथ अभी प्रेजेंट करने वाले हैं। सो वेलकम सर। So you can share your screen now. You are co-host now.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So a very good evening to one and all. Respected, my dear and beloved teacher and chair of the session, Professor Vasne sir, Professor Naveen ji and Madam Sheetal ji. Dear fellow participants and learned speakers of the event, I welcome you all at this auspicious occasion of 7th National Ayurveda Day and Dhanvantari Jayanti. Though, first of all, I would like to express my apologize that I have not prepared my slides because the constraints of time and the topic of my interest is so big and it was find very difficult to concise in 10 minutes. So I would like to express the views of the concerned topic is cancer pain management, its challenges and perspectives in Ayurveda. Many of the speakers are the persons concerned with the Ayurveda are saying that the disease is basically originated by the lifestyle disorder. In this regard, I have a different opinion. We say that improve your lifestyle, the disease will not be developed. But prior to that, what the life is and what the real meaning of Ayurveda is to be considered. In our text, it has been clearly mentioned that Sharir Indriya Sattva Atma Sanyogo Dhari Jivitam means this body or the life is a composition of Sharir, Indriyas, Man and Atma. Now the point is, do we understand the real meaning of these four words? Not at all. First, we have to start from there. Then we can say that this is the real meaning of your Sharir or the body. This is the meaning of Indriyas. And this is the meaning of Manas. And these are the karmas of the Mana. And this is the character or the pastness of the Atma. Then only we can say that this life is precious and that to be taken into proper consideration for a good health. Otherwise, the definition of the Ayurvedic Pita Ayitam Sukham Dukkham be not be followed, neither be understood well. So now coming to the point that what the Ayurveda is. Many of the people say that this is alternative medicine, this is contemporary medicine, this is the science of life. Here again, I have my own definition that no doubt Ayurveda deals with the art of living. Very first is its art of living. And it not only tells us about the health and the disease. It's a philosophy of life. It's a sociology. People may ask that how Ayurveda is sociology, because without this one, we never think about the Samagra Rashtra Nirman or the development of the whole nation or the world. Ayurveda is a culture. It's a psychophysical happiness. When we develop this character by applying the principles of Ayurveda, then we can say, oh, yes, it is culture. It is a religion. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the religion of Ayurveda. It's a real meaning of Ayurveda. We think about one and all, each and every, up to the end person of any country or the world. And over and all, Ayurveda is a faith. Until unless you are not having the faith in any science, it is very difficult to adapt that one. So it is there. Then coming to the point, what the pain is, there are only three pains. First pain is the cardiogenic pain. Second pain is the childbirth. And third foremost pain is the cancer pain. These pains are very difficult to understand, because while considering the pain, we take birth with the pain, parents take pain to deliver the offspring or newer generation, and the person who takes birth, he is with the pain. And throughout the life span, that very person lives, eats, drinks, sleeps with the pain. And when he dies with the pain, leaving behind the pain with in the society and the families. So this is the mystery of the pain. And again, one another mystery of the pain is the whole universe, man, machine, medicine, and the methods, they are moving around the pain. हमारा राष्ट्रपति हो या प्रधानमंत्री हो, they always think about the development of a nation. Development means healthy, happy nation. And for that, he takes pain to create the modalities for the upliftment of the health and overall. So this is the concept behind the Ayurveda, how we can say. While considering the pains of the cancer patients, what happens? Why we are not getting success regarding the pain management of any cancer patients? Because patients come to us very late. Early diagnosis is not there. So symptoms are not there. Because in the treatment modalities, it has been expressed that, first of all, there is a patient. Then patient comes to you, you integrate, you inspect, and you then investigate. Means you make your diagnosis, then make a treatment modalities. We stop ourselves only up to here. But the problem remains as such. Patient is okay, but we don't think that the chapter of the rehabilitation of the family members who were not sick with the patient, but they were somewhere, their psychophysical, physiological, economical, spiritual strength has lost. So we have to consider those concepts. It is like that, a floating iceberg on water. A little part is visual, but the most of the problems are under the water. So we have to see that one. Unless we are not trying to see that very problem of the patient, then it is very difficult to treat a cancer patient pain. Understanding pain is very difficult. Many times what happens, a patient says that there is no pain. तो होता क्या है कि जब वो कहता है ना कि मुस्कुराकर दर्द को सहना क्या सीख लिया, सबने समझा कि मुझे दर्द होता ही नहीं। अलग बात ये हो जाती है कि कई बार पेशेंट ये कहता है कि अगर मैं कंप्लेंट करूंगा तो डॉक्टर मुझे ध्यान नहीं देगा। दूसरा कि अगर मैं कंप्लेंट करता हूँ तो होगा क्या कि मेरे इन्वेस्टिगेशंस होंगे, इंजेक्शंस लगेंगे, कास्ट पड़ेगा, पेन होगा और फैमिली का बहुत पैसा खर्चा। I'm dying, but why I would like to spend more money and to be borrowed from the other resources by our family members, then again pain starts. As and when a patient is diagnosed, majority of the patient, they get into the pain depth. आप डायग्नोज कर दिए 25% पेशेंट को कुछ नहीं आपने बताया, लेकिन as and when you narrated the problem of the patient that you are suffering with the cancer like disease, and patients, they became very apprehensive, and then they feel that yes, there is a pain, and that pain persists till the death of the patient, and that causes majority of the complications. And that is the physical, physiological, psychological, social, spiritual, and that happens only because of that कि जो दवा की मर्जी बढ़ता गया. Chronicity of the disease is on one hand. Then on the other hand, there is side effect, well-known side effect or ill effects of the conventional cancer therapy. Then what happens? Economy is being gradually economical stage of the patient is decreased, and then ultimately patient feels that no one can help. I will die with the pain, and I will die with this dreadable disease. कभी-कभी patient बोलता है कि ए दर्द के देवता, मैं तेरा रोज का कस्टमर हूँ, आज तो डिस्काउंट कर दे यार. But it is very difficult. वो बेमुरौवत सुनता ही नहीं उस मरीज का. वो कहता नहीं मैं तो तेरे को डुबा के रखूं. होता क्या है? GI प्रॉब्लम्स डेवलप कर जाती है. उसको एनोरेक्सिया, नोजिया, वॉमिटिंग, हिकअप और साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम, इवन डिप्रेशन तक हो जाता है. बेड सो, रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम, हेपेटोरेनल प्रॉब्लम, देयर आर लॉट मोर आर देयर. पेशेंट मुझे बोलता है कि सर लास्ट टाइम आए थे आपके पास तो 3 रोटी खाते थे, 2 दिन से सिर्फ 2 रोटी खा रहा हूँ. सर वेयर इज पेन? उसका दर्द कहाँ है? ढूंढ सको तो ढूंढ के बता दो. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. पेशेंट बोलता है कि मुझे खूब अच्छी नींद आ रही है, लेकिन अब नींद नहीं आ रही सर, रात को 2 बजे उठ जाता हूँ. तो दिस इज द मैटर टू थिंक. हम क्या करते हैं? पेशेंट को अच्छा ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, नींद की दवा दे देंगे, ठीक हो जाओगे. नो, दैट इज नॉट रियल मीनिंग ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग द पेन. Pain is somewhere else in his mind, which exists and sleeps with the patient in a makes a drawing room in the patient's mind, having a sofa and couch, and there the patient sits, sleeps, and drinks and enjoys there, and creating problems to the patient, which he narrates sometimes, and sometimes he never. So these are the consequences. So what happens? Ultimately, the disease is increasing, complications are increasing, ill effects of the treatment are increasing, immunity is decreasing, our metabolic functions are decreasing. Definitely, the many more symptomatic disorders are developing, ultimately leading the bad quality of life. We have to think, we have to focus on those aspects, then only we can say. So yeah, I am seeing that the time is moving very fast. Then what Ayurveda concept? There is a concept of palliative care led by the Robert Mount, and he has coined, and I had an opportunity to meet with Robert Tricos, who was the founder secretary general of this palliative care society, and his statement that please do work in this very direction. So I started working from there, and in collaboration with the Department of RT and RM in the Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras University, then I found a lot more, and I started working on 3 principles of Ayurveda, that is Daiva Bapashre, Yukti Bapashre, and Sattva. Means spiritual therapy, drug design, development, and diet therapy, and the psychophysical. Sometimes symptomatic disorders may lead a lot of improvement to the patient's quality of life, and sometimes it is to add focus on nutrition, metabolism, mobility, moods, and independence. What happens? The patients, we are living in a nuclear family. Husband and wife goes to the job to earn money, to get money for the treatment of their dependent, and the patient is somewhere inside a corner of the house, he is not very physically fit to move around, then he is dependent to other. We have to make the patient independent, and overall we have to increase. Sometimes we have to use psychotherapy. And one more thing is drugless aromatherapy. I used to give some analgesic drugs, some anti-cancerous drugs, immunomodulator drugs, and sometimes I used to Methia drug. The combination of the Methia drugs and the analgesic drugs is a good combination which adds life into day. Not we are adding the days into life, we are adding life, what the real meaning of the life, which he can enjoy to the rest of the lifespan. So these are the first areas where we are working in our research and treatment. That is the focus on the Agnis, improvement of Agni, metabolic problems to enhance the metabolic. Then definitely there will be increase in the immunity of the patient, and then addition of the media analgesics, and sometimes drugs mentioned in the Panchasat Mahakasayas, we are using those there. And then we are finding some sort of the anti-cancer drugs, and a lot of drugs have been screened by the Western country people and our scientists of the other fraternity, like agriculture, like science and technologies, they are doing there. So we are Rasna, Eren, Nirgundi, Bringraj, Parijat, Ashwagandha, Sankuspi, Jatamansi, and people, Papita, Parijat, and many more drugs are being screened, and I'm using those drugs, getting benefited by the response of the patients. And one more thing is the use of aromatherapies. Aroma plays a very good role to enhance the cheerfulness, to enhance the mobility, to enhance the quality of life of the patient. And in the last, because time is moving very fast, so in the last, we have a patient, we have to be a friend-like relation with the patient and make an umbrella of the healthcare system where you can incorporate in your team that the Ayurveda, allopathy, Siddha, Yoga, Ved, Unani, homeopathy, sociology, naturopathy, and so many disciplines are there. Even a musician, you can invite them to enhance the patient's quality of life. And that is the only message, because unless you are unable to learn Vedana, and without some Vedana, understanding of Vedana is never possible, and without sympathy, no empathy is fulfilling the demand of the. So Hardin Hargar Ayurveda is the good movement, but prior to that, we have to propagate the real meaning of Ayurveda, the real meaning of the Sarir Indriya Sattva Atma Sajog. Thank you, ma'am, and dear participants for patiently hearing me, and organizers providing me this opportunity to share my experiences within a very short notice, and this short presentation without slide sharing. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very happy today because I must say that I have provided a very short time period for every speaker. Sorry for that, but then looking at the means occupancy of every speaker on various forums, and looking at the evening hours when we had scheduled the program, thinking about the convenience to everyone. But then in this 10 to 12 minutes, everybody has delivered a very novel concept and very genuine ideas about Hardin Hargar Ayurveda, especially talking about Dr. K.K. Pandey, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for such a insightful lecture on cancer palliative care. Means you have given us the psychological, philosophical, and actual physically how the patient suffers. You have given us a ride through this 10 to 12 minutes speech of yours, and everybody could experience the grief, the agony of the patient you might have faced throughout your clinical practices, and the treatment modalities you might have offered, the way you sensed, you felt for the patients, that reflected through your lecture. So it's really great, sir, to have you here today, and in future also we would like to have you with us on various other platforms. for your specialty lectures for our students and faculties. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us today here. So now moving ahead, we have a very distinguished personality today in our Zoom meeting, Dr. Amar Dwivedi sir. सर का नाम सर्वत्र नोन है सभी को, एंड अवर शल्य फ्रैटर्निटी का बहुत ही एक उम्दा चेहरा है आज की दुनिया में. तो हमारे शल्य फ्रैटर्निटी के जो एक हमारे प्राइड हम कह सकते हैं, ऐसे डॉक्टर अमर द्विवेदी सर, रिसेंटली सर ने एक पेटेंट सर को गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से ग्रांट हुआ है क्षार सूत्र पे, एंड ही हैज रिसीव्ड मेनी अवार्ड्स and he has delivered various lectures related to Shalyatantra fraternity on respectable platforms. So without wasting time, sir, I would like to call upon you for your remarks on Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. And at the outset only, I would like to thank you specially for being with us today here. So I would like to call upon Dr. Amar Dwivedi, sir.
Thank you. Now I can actually see unmuted. धन्यवाद डॉक्टर शीतल मैडम, मुझे बोलने का मौका देने के लिए, और आपने बड़े अचरज में डाल दिया है, क्योंकि रिमार्क देने जैसा अभी तक मेरा कद नहीं है. इतने महानुभाव लोग आज के प्रोग्राम में है. दे आर एक्चुअली the brighting stars of our galaxy of Ayurveda. And to be in the very beginning, I would like to thank Dr. Naveen Joshi ji, my brotherly friend, who is founder of this Ayush Darpan platform. He has done a wonderful job during the pandemic, last 2 years. In the very beginning, I was among the few who have started, the online lectures for the Ayurveda fraternity, which has a wonderful response throughout the nation. And now, this Ayush Darpan has become the milestone, or the best platform for virtual lectures. So thank you, Naveen Joshi ji and team Ayush Darpan. I'm also thankful to Dr. Sheetal madam for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Namaskar, Professor Subhash Chandra Vasne ji, हमारे गुरुदेव, आज के चेयरपर्सन. मैं बहुत सौभाग्यशाली हूँ कि आज आपके साथ ये ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म शेयर कर रहा हूँ. आप आज के चेयरमैन हैं, आपका बहुत बहुत आभार. और guest of honor, Dr. Rajeshri Katke, I was fortunate to hear her. She delivered a wonderful lecture, and also अभी मैंने I have listened to Dr. Pandey sir, both Pandey ji, and just to share with you, Sheetal ma'am, last 10 days back, I was in IMS PHU and I met Dr. Pandey sir also. They are doing wonderful surgical work. Even the anesthesia part also is done by Dr. Ashok ji and his team. They are doing really a great work at PHU, the surgical work. I was surprised to see that the OPD at National Center for Research was running till 8 PM. सुबह 9 बजे से रात के 8 बजे तक ये लोग कंटिन्यू ओपीडी देखते हैं. और ये ओपीडी सिर्फ पेशेंट चेकिंग के लिए नहीं करते, बट they have got 4 lithotomy tables in their OPD sections, or during their consultation only they do the low anal fistulas there only, without any anesthesia or without any the standard setup or what. तो लोग लाइन लगाते हैं, जैसे हमारे यहाँ महाराष्ट्र में राशन की लाइन लगती है, ऐसे वहां पे सुबह 9 से रात के 8 बजे तक ओपीडी चलती है. वो देख के आई वाज रियली सरप्राइज्ड. Coming further to today's topic, Ayush Darpan Foundation has decided to celebrate being the part of Ayush Ministry, and we are celebrating our 7th Ayurveda Day today. And as everybody said, that the theme of this year's Ayurveda Day celebration is Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda, which means everywhere Ayurveda, every day Ayurveda. So in this theme, they have kept 4 or 5 different subtopics like Ahar in Ayurveda, holistic health through Ayurveda, Ayurveda for senior citizens. Likewise, there were many topics given, and it was an appeal to the Ayurveda institutes and even the private organizations to celebrate this day with following subjects, so that there will be propagation, there will be awareness among the layman, the last person in the country who will be aware about the benefits of Ayurveda, and this way we can reach to every home. And by saying every day Ayurveda means the people of India should have this clear concept that their first line doctors should be the Ayurveda Vaidyas. So anything, any discomfort happens to them, they should first approach the Ayurvedic practitioners and get benefited with the Ayurveda medicines and the lifestyle modification and whatever Ritucharya, Dincharya has been mentioned. If they practice that, they can definitely, prevent themselves from being an ill person. So that is the theme of this Ayurveda Day celebration. Furthermore, I would like to share with you that ये आज आखिरी दिन नहीं है आयुर्वेदा डे सेलिब्रेशन का, because the Ayush Ministry has decided and declared Ayurveda का अमृत काल, which will be celebrated throughout next 25 years. So the theme of Ayush for today onwards is Ayurveda for Ayurveda at 2047, which means from the year 2022 to 2047, the next 25 years will be celebrated by Ayush as Ayurveda Amrut Kal. And around 25 to 30 ministries under Government of India, they have collaborated with Ministry of Ayush, like Ministry of Railways, Ministry of Information Technology, Cultural Ministry, Sports Ministry, all have have hand together. And in near future, you will see that all the bus stands, the railway stations, even the railway bogies, you will see a lot of advertisement regarding Ayurveda. The aim behind them is so that the Ayurveda people should have interest in Ayurveda. They should know the benefits of Ayurveda, the preventive aspects of Ayurveda, like Swasthasya Swasthya Rakshanam, by practicing yoga, following the salutary lifestyle, food habits, and so that they will not get the ailments or disease. And this way you can definitely achieve the Swastha Bharat. So this is just a part of that Swastha Bharat Abhiyan through Ayurveda. So definitely when we talk among the friends, they say sometimes in a silly manner that अच्छे दिन आ गए क्या, like that. आपने भी सुना होगा, कई बार लोग ऐसे मजाक उड़ाते हैं. But I really feel from bottom of my heart that at least Ayurveda has got their अच्छे दिन, क्योंकि 2014 में सेपरेट आयुष मिनिस्ट्री बनाई गई और उसके बाद से उनका बजट ऑलमोस्ट 3 times बढ़ा दिया गया है. And the way our beloved Prime Minister is propagating Ayurveda and yoga worldwide, I'm very sure that in next 25 years, our Ayurveda will be the first mainstream treatment for any ailment throughout the globe. That is my wish. And once again, thank you, Sheetal ma'am, for giving me the opportunity about the remarks regarding today's various speakers. मैंने जैसे कहा, मैं इतना बड़ा नहीं हूँ कि रिमार्क दे सकूं, but definitely all the speakers were at their best, especially the pain management part and other things. They were perfectly covered. And once again, I'm thankful to you and Dr. Naveen Joshi ji for arranging this wonderful program. Thank you, and Jai Hind, Jai Ayurveda.
Thank you very much, sir. actually I wanted you to present your remarks about the Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda and today's program of ours, but then sir you are so spontaneous that there was no means मेकिंग यू स्टॉप, सवाल ही नहीं उठता है. आज आपने जो प्रेजेंट किया है हमारे सामने, आपके विचार रखे हैं, दैट इज रियली सो नाइस ऑफ यू दैट यू हैव प्रेजेंटेड ऑन टाइम and you are in our meeting. That is the thing I wanted you to deliver some thoughts of yours. So thank you very much sir for such a spontaneous presentation.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. So moving ahead, a very short presentation I would like to make in front of the very august gathering of today. एक छोटा सा जो थॉट आया है आज के प्रेजेंटेशन में कि हम हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को किस तरह से मोटिवेट कर सकते हैं. सो बीइंग अ टीचर, बीइंग एन academician, so is it visible my presentation?
Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am.
So जो प्रैक्टिकल हम हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में कर रहे हैं बस वही दिखाना चाहूंगी आज के मेरे इस प्रेजेंटेशन में. बिल्कुल ब्रीफ प्रेजेंटेशन है बिकॉज टाइम इज रनिंग एज डॉक्टर के पांडे से सर से. सो हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा के थीम के अंतर्गत शल्य तंत्र विभाग में हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं. सो माय पीजी स्टूडेंट्स डूइंग सर्जरी विथ मी, तो इस तरह से हैंड्स ऑन हम देने की कोशिश करते हैं बहुत बार स्टूडेंट्स को. उसके पहले हम प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग के अंतर्गत उनको ऑब्जर्वेशन देते हैं और स्टूडेंट्स को हम लोग मोटिवेट करते हैं सो दैट व्हेन दे गेट आउट ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट विद द डिग्री, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिग्री, दे शुड बी इन अ पोजीशन टू प्रैक्टिस. एंड इस तरह से हम लोग उनको इन्वॉल्व करते हैं सर्जरीज में. वेरी रिसेंटली आई हैव ऑपरेटेड दिस ह्यूज हाइड्रोसिल केस इन विच आई हैव डन हाइड्रोसिलेक्टोमी and orchidectomy at the same time, and after dissecting the hydrocele sac you are able to see the huge calcified sac. So hugely calcified sac and degenerated testes. तो histopathologically हमने इसको जब evaluate किया तो ये non malignant था, but this is a success story in my institute, महात्मा गांधी आयुर्वेदा कॉलेज हॉस्पिटल एंड रिसर्च सेंटर सांगी वर्धा. So this is the constituent college of DMIMS, Deemed University. ये केस मैंने पब्लिश भी किया है. I would like to share with you all, and it has been published in Scopus indexed journal. So another case I would like to share with you, umbilical hernia repair. We have very recently done it. ये recurrent case है जो हमारे पास आया था, and we have very successfully operated it in our OT. एंड मैं बहुत मतलब इसमें इन्वॉल्व होके ये सर्जरी हमने की थी. पेशेंट वाज नॉट सो अफोर्डिंग बट देन ही एनी हाउ मैनेज टू अरेंज फॉर द सर्जरी, मेश एंड एवरीथिंग वी डिड. और बहुत हमने डिफिकल्ट जॉब था ये, बट देन वी सक्सेसफुली मैनेज टू डू इट. दिस इज अनदर सक्सेस स्टोरी ऑफ माय डिपार्टमेंट. दिस केस लैंडेड इन माय ओपीडी इन सेप्टेम्बर. जब ये पेशेंट आया तो ऑलमोस्ट 90 से भी नीचे इसका सिस्टोलिक बीपी हो चुका था बिकॉज ऑफ द सेप्सिस दिस पेशेंट हैड. ये रिकरेंट केस है फिस्टुला इन एनो की, एंड एक एब्सेस वो जो कि बर्स्ट ओपन हो चुका था, ये लेके आया था ये पेशेंट. एंड द काउंट्स वेयर 17,000-18,000 अराउंड टोटल काउंट्स विद द रप्चर्ड एब्सेस एंड सेप्टिक शॉक. Then the patient was taken care of with, we have to go with sometimes with broad spectrum antibiotics. देना पड़ा इस patient को, but then I went for that option along with the hydration. यहाँ पर मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि the creatinine of this patient on admission it was 3.7, and he was on some treatment for the same by a urophysician. तो उन्होंने उसको कुछ ड्रग्स पे डाल दिया था, नेफ्रोप्रोटेक्टिव ड्रग्स पे, बट देन एट दैट स्टेज ही वाज लेबल्ड CKD and the patient was in septic shock as well as renal failure. Like his output was very low, high concentrated urine was there. फर्स्ट कॉल जो मुझे लगा कि करना चाहिए, एडमिट किया पेशेंट को, देन उसको हाइड्रेट किया, ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक्स पे डाला, एंड लोकल में इसका एब्सेस मैंने ड्रेन किया, लोकल एनेस्थेसिया में. एक एनेस्थेटिस्ट है हमारे यहाँ पर डॉक्टर चांडक, उनका मैंने ओपिनियन लिया. लोकल एनेस्थेसिया सर ने दिया है उसको, एंड विथ लिमिटेड डोज ऑफ लोकल एनेस्थेसिया बिकॉज द पेशेंट वाज इन शॉक एंड CKD. उसका यूरिया ऑल्सो वाज रेज्ड, तो उसको लोकल में मैंने क्षारसूत्र डाला. आप देख सकते हैं सेकंड नंबर इमेज में. देन द पेशेंट वाज मैनेज्ड इन द वार्ड, हाइड्रेटेड वेल, antibiotics for some days, and क्षारसूत्र was changed regularly. And I'm very proud to share with you all that this patient is doing very well with his creatinine today at 1.7. And the patient comes to my OPD very regularly for Kshara change. So this is a success story. It gives you immense happiness when such patients you are able to treat well, where you manage the patients well with the help of Ayurveda, integrated approach and Ayurveda treatment. So Kshara being the treatment modality, which is the जो मानविंदु कह सकते हैं हमारे आयुर्वेदा शल्य तंत्र का, तो उसकी सहायता से ये पेशेंट अभी काफी ठीक चल रहा है. देन अनदर केस ऑफ इंग्वाइनल हर्निया, ये एक पेशेंट हमारे यहाँ हमने वेरी रिसेंटली वी हैव ऑपरेटेड एंड दिस इज अ सक्सेस स्टोरी, डूइंग वेरी वेल. ये एक वेरी रिसेंटली फाइब्रोएडेनोमा वाज ऑपरेटेड इन माय यूनिट. आई हैव डन इट एंड द लेडी, द गर्ल 15-16 साल की लड़की है, शी इज डूइंग वेरी वेल. And histopathologically also we have evaluated. So size was little bit big, but then it was done under general anesthesia and with the help of some local students को motivation देने के लिए ये चीजें शेयर करना मुझे आपके साथ बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आज इस तरह से पीजी टीचिंग हम लोग कर रहे हैं, hands on दे रहे हैं students को, so that they should be able to gain the confidence and practice well in the field of Ayurveda surgery after getting the degree. Then this is again the PG teaching in my previous institute. This is a very good team I am having. In my previous department I was having this thing, and again in this department also I am having a very good team. So my associate professor, then my UT staff, my students, so all we are doing it as a teamwork, and surgery is always a teamwork, I must say. ये बिना टीम वर्क के हो ही नहीं सकता है कि एज ए हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट. एंड देन देयर आर वेरियस अदर सर्जरीज विच वी आर परफॉर्मिंग. इसमें एक बहुत ही अच्छी केस है जो रिसेंटली मैंने की है, शारा एप्लीकेशन, यू आर एबल टू सी. बट देन मैं आपके साथ एक बहुत ही स्पेशल केस आज शेयर करना चाहूंगी. दिस इज द पेशेंट 4th डिग्री हिमोरॉइड्स प्रोलैप्स लेके आया था बहुत ही रिसेंटली. अभी ये पेशेंट मेरे वार्ड में एडमिट है. तो इसका जब आया तब इस तरह का फर्स्ट पिक में आप देख सकते हैं व्हाट वाज द पिक्चर. एंड 4th डिग्री प्रोलैप्स तो था ही वाज 6.6 ग्राम ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन ही वाज हैविंग. तो इसको मैनेज करना मेरे लिए चैलेंज था, पेशेंट को मैनेज करना. And then I applied the leeches. This is the very special task I had. I applied leeches in this patient, and along with I did the blood transfusion. हमने 2 से 3 PRC इसमें ट्रांसफ्यूज किए. Then थोड़ा सा मुझे इसमें ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम एंटीबायोटिक्स से शुरुआत करनी पड़ी, but then I stopped IV antibiotics after 3 days. इसको अच्छा प्री ऑप मैनेज किया मैंने. एक 3 से 4 दिन जलोका लगाई है, लीच थेरेपी किया है, एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स आई शिफ्टेड ऑन मैक्सल ड्रेसिंग एंड पंचवल्कल ड्रेसिंग. एंड देन द पेशेंट वाज ऑपरेटेड, एंड मैंने उसको जिस तरह से ऑपरेट किया उस दिन, तो आई वाज वेरी मच सेटिस्फाइड आफ्टर द सर्जरी. जो पिक आपको मैं दे रही हूँ ये जस्ट पोस्ट ऑप पिक है, एंड नाउ आफ्टर द पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव 3 to 4 days the patient is doing very well, and with 2-finger dilatation even I had that time left at that time. So very much happy to share this case with you. So इस तरह से कई cases हम लोग करते हैं, but then satisfaction when you treat the patient. So that's why these are the some certain stories which I have shared with you. और बाद में तो ये बहुत सारी cases हैं जो आपके साथ मैं share कर सकती हूँ, but looking at the time constraint I think I should stop here. And this is the thing which I want to share today under the theme of Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. At the same time we are practicing with Ayurveda techniques in the field of Shalya Tantra, and similarly I am able to inculcate the confidence, inculcate the sincerity, I'm able to transmit this dedication towards the patient in the students of mine. Then I am really abiding with the theme of Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda, and through my teaching, through my academic skills, or whatever try I am giving to myself as a teacher. So really I'm very much thankful to all of the respected speakers over here today and the audience to listen to me and to just have a look at my presentation. So thank you. And last in the series of speakers for today, I have a video from Dr. Deeta madam. So just give me a moment and I will be sharing with you. She has given us a 2-minute video because madam was in flight when she joined today. So that's why I want to share her video with you.
Namaskar to everyone. Shubh Deepavali to all. I really extend my warm greetings on this Diwali, and because it is so special that we are celebrating the Dhanvantari Divas on such a large scale worldwide. We are now Ayurveda is being popularized. आयुर्वेद ही करना है और मैं नवीन चंद्र जोशी जी और पूरे आयुष दर्पण टीम और जितने लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं सभी को बधाई देती हूँ इस शुभ दिवस पर। So I am asked by Dr. Asukar to speak on fertility and Ayurveda. So you all know in this today's world of stress, lifestyle modifications, and there are so many, like growing up age, the marriageable age is very high, and all the stress put in, we all know the infertility rate has increased, that is the fertility rate decreased. So there are many things we know, the various causes. I would be describing that. Only the treatment aspect which is available in Ayurveda and which is in a cost effective manner. We all know the out of many causes there is PCOD, and I wish while treating, we all should be treating this only as on the lines basic principles of Ayurveda, that is Agni. We'll be treating Agni, and Dhatu Shuddhi will be acquiring. That is Rasa Dhatu, whose Artha is one of the Upadhatu, the Mala is Kapha. So this Kapha has to be eliminated through the body. It can be done as per the various shodhanas, like seasonal shodhanas, I mean detoxification through Panchakarma. Yoga Basti is the best, as we know. Mainly, it is the Vata and Damana Sthana, the Garbhashay like there, and therefore we'll be clearing that. So Yoga Basti, I would advise. Next will be for every lady. Meditation is important, even if they are going to their work and all. What is meditation here? We cannot spare time in place sitting down in a penance posture, but I would say meditation will be in the form of Onkara, Onkar recitation for 11 times in the morning and evening. Best relieves you all the stress, and it has a very rejuvenating effect. So this is what I would suggest. Next line of treatment here will be regular, at least once in a month. A lady above 25 years has to go in for Anuvasana Basti every month. So that is a must, I think. Now next will be, there are few drugs which can be taken every weekend.
So Dr. Neeta madam, actually she was on the way to Vigyan Bhavan, and then in the evening she had a flight at this time, and she is director presently at the National Institute of Ayush, NIEAH, Ayush Health System at Meghalaya, Shillong. And she is very enthusiastic about presenting on Ayush Darpan. Always she is a regular speaker of ours who delivers a knowledge feast to the students and practitioners always. But then she had the limitation of sending her video below 25 MB on the mail, so she had shared that with us. So thank you very much, madam, for being with us today. And now moving ahead to this program, we have almost come towards the remarks of our guest of honor today, Dr. Rajeshri Katke Sonkode madam. And madam is also a very regular member of our galaxy of speakers. And she is the professor in Gynae department at Grand Government Medical College, and she is the member of Ayush Task Force, Government of Maharashtra. She's a dynamic speaker. The name is known to almost all. So I would straightway like to call upon you, ma'am, for your remarks for today.
Thank you, Dr. Sheetal, Dr. Varshne sir, then Dr. Naveen Joshi sir, Dr. Pandey sir, and all the galaxy of the Ayurveda. Can I have a speaker mode? Will you put me on the speaker mode, Sheetal?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first, I would like to wish you all a very happy 7th National Ayurveda Day. This all of us actually, not only the Ayurveda practitioners, because this is the day for all of us. And happy Dhanteras, and this coming on the Dhanvantri Jayanti, so it is very auspicious. All the base of the even the modern medicine is goes to the Vedas and Ayurvedas. I'm very happy to to be here on this platform because though I belongs to the modern medicine faculty, I always feel that whenever you are treating a patient, it should have a holistic approach. And if you look around, 2000 years back or 200 BC, the Vedas has given the origin to this Ayurveda in the form of Atharva Veda and Rig Vedas. So basically, all the Charak Samhita and where they have given the 340 plants and everything in that, on that basis only the evolution of the modern medicine also has been come in it. So the base lies with the most of the traditional ancient medical systems. And I feel what is the disease is disease is the dis and ease. I mean, there is a something like uneasiness or the dis with the ease. More of many of the things what we are saying now it is a disorders. It's not very complete like a disease also. So why the things they are coming, and very rightly said, very good presentation by the speakers. And I would like to highlight most of them. They have said with the dietary management and the lifestyle changes. It's very true, because with all these rapid lifestyles, we are going through all the phases of disturbances at the physical, mental, psychological, social, and the spiritual level. And to get it balanced, the medicine has to be worked with all the levels in that, like it should be with the holistic, with the at the physical level, at the mind level, and at the spiritual level also. Here the thing starts with the balanced diet. I would not like to highlight on that, because all you people are very experienced and learned in this. And the second important thing is that what they have been pointed it out, the role of the exercise, as we know, all of us rightly said about this. I think Dr. Vanita has pointed it out on this, is how one should go ahead with the diet, lifestyle changes, exercise, stress-free life, and with the spiritual meditation, whatever you have, it has to be going in hand. So Ayurveda lies with the preventive aspect of the medicine and the way of the life. It's not only to cure the diseases, but basically not to have the disease. How we say that yoga is the life, it's a process of life. Still, it is the Ayurveda is like, that's why they have come with the with the theme of Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda, means it comes with the prevention and with the mild diseases and the chronic diseases. Definitely, there is a place of the modern medicine. Whenever these medicines, they don't cure the patients, then and in the emergency cases, then definitely we have to go in that. But both, if it works with the hand in hand, that gives the holistic approach to the patients. That will be the concept. I feel definitely it will come out in the recent years. And COVID era, I have come very close to the Ayush task force, where we have the Ayurveda, Unani is there, homeopathy is there, naturopathy is there. When I passed my post-graduation also, I always used to have a very holistic approach in that, counseling the patient, telling them to come with the conservative approaches. I'm a vigorous surgeon also, but at the same time, I never do any surgery if it doesn't need to the patient, So always very conservative at approaches, but very vigorous when it is needed. And that is what the success is with the patients and all. So always our field is a very good and noble field. I think nature and the God has given us the opportunity. I always feel I'm blessed to have a medical professional where we can do a very good work. And with this good work, what is the most important thing is that let me have the things everybody has work with the pains. You know why the patient comes to us, and in the old ages also to the doctors, they used to feel like they are like a god. God means is that whenever there is a pain is there, whenever there is a problems are there, physical, mental, if the person reduces that, that means they feel that they are the releaser of the problems at the physical, mental, and the spiritual level. And that is how it comes with that we are very close to one of the nature's practitioners. And that is this is the very nice field. And that's why I feel is that whenever we have been trained in any subject, the youngsters, they should stick to it and develop all their experiences and practices into it. Dr. Vaishali rightly said is that whenever any pathy is going ahead of this, so there are the 2-3 important things. I think Dr. Varshne, Dr. Amar Dwivedi, Dr. K.K. Pandey, Dr. D.N. Pandey, and everybody will agree with this is that and Dr. Sheetal also, you have given a very nice presentation, how you are encouraging and your students in that. So what I feel is personally, one is the teaching. When we are treating. But if you want to go ahead with the Ayurveda, the teaching is very important in that. Our students, they should have interest in that actually. So Vaishali rightly said is that even a second MBBS, their inclination goes with the allopathy. Sometimes it happens, but definitely it's a very good science, and students should get encouraged in that. And third is the research, so the whole world is moving with the evidence-based medicine, so we are doing it, and we are giving good results. The problem is with that is our documentation is very less. It's a very nice that 2-3 of the speakers, they have been published in that. I'm very happy because I myself has done many publications, and I had more than 260 citations also. And globally, with my original work, globally, I have crossed 160,000 reads, where the more than 100 countries they read, and more than 50 institutes they read in that. I would like to say that I want to encourage the youngsters, those who are seeing it. See, we have a base in our country. We are the best doctors. We are having all the all the pathies and all. And but the one thing is that maybe because of the quantum of the cases, and we are not having the infrastructure, we are not publishing, right, Dr. Varshne sir? It is the one thing. And if it goes with this, so we can make the wonders in the field of the medicine. So I think all of you, all the teachers and all the consultants, those who are doing the good works, please document it, write it on that, take some time, because what we are learning is learning from the horse's mouth. Somebody has given Ayurveda 2000 years back. Today we are learning it and we are teaching. Somebody has created, suppose, a field in the gynecology and these things. Today I am there, but I am practicing it. Why I am practicing it? Because they have kept like this, and they have been passed their knowledge and experiences to the next generation. So if you publish it, the knowledge will remain even after us. That is the only one thing where we are saying around getting the references. You are from the Charak Samhita, because they have written that time. That's why we are getting it. So I feel that is the one thing where we should have the research angles in that. And most important thing, what we have faced, while the COVID, there are we have come with all the these formulations with Unani and with these things, but not much of the research was done, So even the drugs, they are very good in that. So people want that there has to be a documentation, clinical trials. It should go through the RCT trials, ICMR trials, and it should come in that. I think if it happens, then this will be the very good branch. Everybody will believe in this. And this is, the world always asks, what she said is rightly. Baap dakho nahi to shraddha kar, Marathi madhe batat, means they want that, suppose this is a blood sugar of 200, and if you give this drug, and if it comes to the 120 in a week's time, So this is what the trial is that, and it will definitely help. And I think I always respect all the things. I have done my acupuncture diploma also. So basically, I always feel is that wherever you are there, this is a very basic, very good science. All of them, they should give some time and justice to this science, and many of the with trials and all, definitely it is going to have a very good impact, because all these cases, all these, most of these sciences under the Ayush, most of them, they are having a very good drugs for the chronic conditions also. And when you are treating, the concept is that when you are treating a patient, not treat to get a physical, it should be work on the mind level also, because we say, if you go, we are the countries where all the rishis, Patanjalis has born here. Dr. Lord Buddha, he was he was the one of the best analytical at the mind and body, and he was also from our country. So basically what they have seen is that whatever the origin of the disease is, it is what the mind has, it gets affected to the body. That is how it works in that. So by changing the lifestyle, doing the exercises, having a good diet, and living a little bit of the stress-free life, and giving the time to the hobbies, so every time people says that even the adolescents who we are busy, we understand that, because the everything has been changed. Even my kids says, mama, your time it was very easy, we have to do like this and like that and like this and like that. So so these are the things. But with these changes also, I think we should have a right message to the society also, and to the people also, how to prevent it. And that is how it is coming back to the our original medicinal sciences. And Ayurveda, it should be har din har ghar, and everywhere Ayurveda for the preventive things. That is how it is coming in this thing. I would like to say that I think Dr. K.K. Pandey has and D.N. Pandey, they have very nicely presented with the pain management, which is a very important thing. Pain is the one thing which is difficult, and if I'm not wrong, I think Dr. K.K. Pandey has given on the pain on the cancer. It's a very good thought in that. I have been working last 20 years in a gynec cancer surgeries, and dealing with the patient. So this is a very, very difficult thing, because they go with the pain people used to have with the morphines and all these things. And if something is coming up very nicely with the to give the pain-free life to them, or the quality life to them, it will be the wonderful thing. So pathy doesn't matter unless the people, they are having the benefits of that. If you are making a disease-free, pain-free, and improving the performance status of the patient, it is always been welcome because all of us, we are doing the services to the humanity. So I think definitely there will be a very good days to the all the medical faculties, and I wish you success to the Ayurveda. And Dr. Naveen Joshi, Dr. Sheetal, they are doing a wonderful job. See, doing such a good contribution to the fraternity to whom you belong to itself is a great thing. It is a great work. It's like a work of, you are worshipping your work. It's a punya karya. It's like that only, because giving, passing your good knowledge to the other fraternity, it's the young generation is very, very, very important in that, because the knowledge should not die with the people. That is the right concept of the, if you are coming on this planet, it should be the right concept that whatever the knowledge you have, a good knowledge has to be passed to the generations, so that they can serve the humanity. The base of the human life is to get released from all our negativity things, and to get a try to be a good human being and serves to the humanity and this planet. That is what I have understood, and I am very, very thankful to address this gathering and share this platform. And I wish you a very, very happy Diwali to you, a very prosperous, healthy life to all of yourself and your families also. And very good to see Dr. Varshne sir. Sheetal is always speaks about you. You are a mentor to her. Dr. Naveen Joshi sir is also. We are seeing the patients. We are making them pain-free. Maybe you are from Ayurveda, I may be from allopathy. Basically, the base is to cure the patient, and it has to be very nicely. And I wish you everything. And thank you. Sheetal told me yesterday, and I was really busy because we have 2 days conferences. But I said I will join it. Congratulations to, I think, first speaker Vaishali, second was Rashmi, Dr. Rashmi, Dr. Vaishali, Dr. Rashmi, Dr. Pandian Pandey sir, Dr. K. Pandey sir, Dr. Amar Divedi sir, and 2 nice videos, and Dr. Sheetal, excellent presentation, and combined all everything. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. मैडम, एक्चुअली आप यहाँ आए आज हमारे साथ, और थ्रू आउट द प्रोग्राम यू आर प्रेजेंट, एंड दैट्स रियली सो नाइस ऑफ यू. आपने मैडम 4 चांद लगा दिए आज हमारे इस प्रोग्राम को आपकी स्पीच से. So thank you very much for being with us today, and such a wonderful analysis of today's program, and the integration of allopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, and everything, your views you presented today. And you rightly said that ultimate goal of a doctor's life must be to give cure to the illness of the patient. So ये जो टास्क है हमारा, ये हम accomplish कर रहे हैं अलग अलग स्पेशलिटीज से हमारे. So really nice of you, nice of the presentations of yours, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. And moving ahead, हम सब जिसकी राह देख रहे हैं, ऐसे जो हमारे डॉक्टर सुभाष चंद्र वार्ष्णे सर है, उनके वक्तव्य की हम बड़ी बेसब्री से सभी को इंतजार है. तो सर, मैं आपको आमंत्रित कर रही हूँ, और आज के इस प्रोग्राम को आप अभी एड्रेस कीजिए आपके चेयरपर्सन रिमार्क्स से. तो मैं आपको सर को होस्ट बना रही हूँ.
हेलो.
यस सर, वेलकम सर.
नमस्ते सबको नमस्कार. पहले तो
नमस्कार सर.
आज के इस पुण्य अवसर पर धन्वंतरी जयंती के ऊपर मैं सभी लोगों को बधाई देता हूँ. आप यहाँ पर आए, बहुत अच्छा अपना एक पुष्प अर्पित किया भगवान की स्मृति में. ये भी बहुत बड़े सौभाग्य की बात है, और इसके लिए मैं सबको धन्यवाद देता हूँ. डॉक्टर नवीन जोशी, जो कि इस पूरे फाउंडेशन के जनक बोलने चाहिए. तो आज की जो थीम है भाई, घर घर आयुर्वेद, हर दिन आयुर्वेद, तो ये तो आज की थीम अब आई है. डॉक्टर नवीन जी ने तो पूरे कोरोना में इस थीम को घर घर पहुंचा दिया. आयुर्वेद को घर घर पहुंचाने का काम नवीन जोशी ने जो किया है, वास्तव में वो बहुत ही बधाई के पात्र है इसके लिए. और चूंकि आज हम 7th वर्ल्ड आयुर्वेदिक दिन मना रहे हैं, तो आज मैं इस जो नारा है हमारा, हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेद, इसकी उपयोगिता और ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है. शीतल मैडम ने ये जो आयोजन किया, एक अपनी जो पुष्पांजलि अर्पित की है, मतलब कहना चाहिए आयुर्वेद जो है 7th दिन बनाने के लिए, वो भी बधाई की बात है. बहुत ज्यादा बधाई मैं उनको देता हूँ कि उन्होंने ये बहुत अच्छा एक उपक्रम किया है. और मैं यहाँ अमेरिका से जुड़ा, और किस तरह जुड़ गया ये भी उनके लिए, मैं इसके लिए भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ. तो आज के इस अवसर पर पहला जो हमारी वक्ता थी वैशाली मैडम कुचेवार, बहुत ही ऑनेस्ट और बहुत ही ज्यादा समर्पित कार्यकर्ता हैं. आयुर्वेद के प्रति बहुत ज्यादा उनका समर्थन है. वास्तव में देखा जाए तो सार्थक हो जाता है आज का ये नारा उनके इस भाषण से. उन्होंने जो कहा, भाई जो कर रहे हो, बच्चों में कैसे विश्वास आएगा जब तक आप दिखाओगे नहीं उनको, जब तक उनको कोई चीज प्रैक्टिकल नहीं आएगी. थ्योरी का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, क्वांटम ऑफ थ्योरी कोई मतलब नहीं. प्रैक्टिकल छोड़ा भी अगर आ जाएगा तो वास्तव में वो बहुत ही ज्यादा उपयोगी होगा बच्चों के भविष्य के लिए। आजकल तो थ्योरी पढ़ने के लिए बहुत साधन उपलब्ध हो गए हैं। लेक्चर पहले जमाने के नहीं रहे, पहले आते थे टीचर, हमारे जमाने में तो ये सब कोई साधन भी नहीं था, तो किताब रख ली, पढ़ाने लगे। अभी सब कुछ नहीं है, पढ़ाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, अब तो प्रैक्टिकल की जरूरत है। और मुझे बड़ी खुशी है कि अनेक क्षेत्रों में आयुर्वेद के लोगों ने व्यक्तिगत रूप से इतना योगदान किया है कि वो आज वास्तव में अनुकरणीय हो गया है। और घर घर तो है ही, आयुर्वेद पहुंचेगा ही, वो तो हमारे पूर्वजों की देन है, लेकिन वो भी उनका बहुत बढ़िया वंदनीय कार्य है। तो प्रमोट करना, इस नारे को प्रमोट करना, कैसे सार्थक करें, इस विषय में बहुत ज्यादा वैशाली मैडम ने अपना विचार प्रस्तुत किए। वास्तव में देखा जाए तो भाई, जब तक आप कुछ ऐसा काम नहीं करेंगे जिससे आपके छात्र प्रेरित नहीं होंगे, तो कोई उसकी उपयोगिता नहीं होगी। और वास्तव में वंदनीय है, बहुत अच्छा कार्य किया। दूसरा जो वक्ता थी मैडम हमारी रश्मि मैडम, उनका भी बहुत अच्छा, बहुत ही अच्छा। भाई क्या खाएं क्या ना खाएं, तो ये बहुत ही डाइट के ऊपर, और विद्रधि इत्यादि जो है, वैसे देखा जाए आयुर्वेद में तो एक व्रण एक ऐसी नाम दिया है कि जिसमें सब चीजें कवर हो जाती हैं, कोई बचती नहीं है। व्रण का मतलब खाली अल्सर ही नहीं है, व्रण का मतलब है हमारी बीमारी क्या है। तो जो हमारे आयुर्वेद में बोला है, षड़ मूलो अष्ट परिग्राही पंच लक्षण लक्षिता षष्ट्या विधाने निर्देशे चतुर्भी साध्यते व्रणा। इस एक श्लोक में शायद ही कुछ बचा है जो चिकित्सा शास्त्र से मन में रह गया हो, हर चीज इसमें आ गई है। कॉजेज ऑफ द डिजीजेज, कुछ निजी कॉजेज हैं, कुछ एक्सटर्नल कॉजेज हैं, सब कॉजेज में आ गए षड मूलों। और 8 साइट हैं हमारी, स्किन से लेके कोष्ठ तक भीतर, त्वग मांसशिरा स्नायु अस्थि संधि कोष्ठ मर्म। पंच लक्षण मतलब निदान, डायग्नोसिस के 5 मेथड, पंच इंद्रियों के द्वारा करिए, और जो भी आप करिए इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे 5। और या फिर व्रण के बारे में देखें तो गंध श्राव वर्ण वेदना आकृति इत्यादि प्रश्न, ये सब आ गए इसमें। और सबसे बड़ी बात यो है, देयर आर 60 टाइप ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट। अब इसमें शायद ही कोई ट्रीटमेंट किसी भी पैथी का बचा हो जो इन 60 उपक्रम में ना आता हो। चतुर्भी साध्यते व्रण, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात बताई कि विभिषक द्रव्य उपस्थाता रोगी पात चतुष्टयम, ये चारों जरूरी हैं। तो ये एक श्लोक बहुत अच्छा देन है, उसमें सब पथ्य वगैरह सब बताए। और मैडम ने अपना व्यक्तिगत कार्य जो बताया वो वास्तव में वंदनीय है। वनीता मैडम ने बहुत अच्छा, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से जुड़ी थी वो, बहुत अच्छा अपना योगदान दिया। उन्होंने भी लाइफ स्टाइल के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा, और सबसे बड़ी बात उन्होंने योग के ऊपर बात बताई। डीएन पांडे साहब को क्या कहेंगे, वो तो वास्तव में स्तुति है, वंदनीय है सभी लोगों के लिए। और पेन भाई, वाता द्रते नास्ति रुझान पाके पित्ता ते कफाच पूया, ये 3 चीजें जो उन्होंने पहले ही बात बोली कि भाई बिना वात के पेन नहीं है, वाता द्रते नास्ति रुझान। और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी थीम ली, और आयुर्वेद में ये तीनों चीज जो बताई, वात को यदि शमन कर दिया तो पेन काफी हद तक कम हो सकता है। अब इसके बारे में लोग बहुत ही ज्यादा विचार रखते हैं, पेन कैसे ठीक करें, क्या करें, आयुर्वेद में कुछ है क्या भाई पेन के लिए, ऐसा बहुत से शंकाएं कुशंकाएं निर्मित होती हैं। जहां तक मैं समझता हूं, जितने भी ड्रग हैं, मैक्सिमम ड्रग वो ओपियम की देन है। और ओपियम कहाँ से आया है? आयुर्वेद की देन। तो एक तो ये हो गया। दूसरा, आयुर्वेद में कुछ ऐसे ड्रग बताए हैं जो रासना, पेन के लिए एक ही ड्रग बताया है। चरक ने एकल द्रव्य बताए हैं, और उस एकल द्रव्य से जो आज का नारा है घर घर आयुर्वेद हर दिन आयुर्वेद, वो पूरा हो सकता है। उन्होंने जो बता दिया वो वास्तव में एक द्रव्य हर घर में होना चाहिए। तो ऐसी किचन, मैडम ने बताया, किचन में तो इतनी चीजें हैं भाई जो आप हर रोजाना उपयोग करते हैं, बहुत सी बीमारी से बचे रहते हैं, उसी वजह से बचे रहते हैं। हल्दी का उपयोग करते हैं तो बहुत सी चीजों से बचे रहते हैं, बहुत सी बीमारियों से बच जाते हैं। अकेली हल्दी बचा देती है, जीरा है, धनिया है, ये सब चीजें हमको कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी रोग से बचाती हैं। इसलिए हमारे यहाँ जो कॉन्सेप्ट है किचन का, बहुत अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है। तो सिंगल द्रव्य बहुत ही उपयोगी है। हरित की मनुष्यानाम मातुरे हितकारिणी, तो हरित को प्रमोट करें भाई, हरड़ का उपयोग करना चाहिए, आंवले का वो करें, हम अश्वगंधा का घर घर प्रचार करें कि भाई इससे ये फायदे होंगे। एक द्रव्य है, घर घर में आयुर्वेद आ जाएगा, घर घर में आयुर्वेद होना भी चाहिए। तो ये जो नारा है वास्तव में सार्थक है। इसके बाद दूसरे पांडे जी, बहुत ही अच्छा, 2 ही पांडे हैं ये लोग, दोनों ने बहुत बड़ा योगदान किया है। उनका पैलिएटिव केयर के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। और वास्तव में यदि किसी रोगी को आप किसी तरह से, खाली ड्रग ही इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, इसके अलावा और कुछ भी मीनिंग रखता है उसके पेन को कम करने के लिए, उसके एंजाइटी को कम करने के लिए, तो उनका अपना योगदान पैलिएटिव केयर में बहुत ज्यादा रहा है। ये बहुत ही बड़ा उनका योगदान है। अमर द्विवेदी जी ने बहुत अच्छा, आज की पीढ़ी के वो बहुत बड़े मार्गदर्शक है, आने वाले समय के वही लोग हैं। 2000 शीतलकर आशुकर मैडम के यहाँ, अमर द्विवेदी जी के यहाँ, गुप्ता जी के, इनके हाथ में है। हमें मशाल अब यही जलाएंगे। तो बहुत अच्छा उन्होंने योगदान दिया। उन्होंने बताया कि बहुत अच्छा जो स्वस्थम जो अभियान चला है, ये बहुत अच्छा घर घर पहुंचाने का, उसके बारे में उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा योगदान दिया। शीतल मैडम ने जो सर्जरी दिखाई, तो वास्तव में दिखाना ही पड़ेगा, जब तक देखेंगे नहीं लोग मानेंगे कैसे। तो ये एक उनका उपक्रम है। आज अनेक संस्थान ऐसे हैं आयुर्वेद के जहां बहुत ज्यादा शल्यकर्म बहुतायत से हो रहा है। अमर द्विवेदी ने बताया जहां 600-700 पेशेंट फिस्टुला एनोरेक्टल के ही आते हों, सिर्फ एनोरेक्टल के 600-700 में से लेकर 8 तक रात तक वही काम करते रहो, तो निश्चित है कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा उसमें, तभी तो लोग आते हैं। तो ये बहुत ही वंदनीय कार्य आयुर्वेद का है, बहुत अच्छा। इसके बाद जो है नीता मैडम ने भी बहुत अच्छा प्रकाश डाला। और अभी जो मैडम हमारी हैं प्रोफेसर राजश्री, क्या बोलेंगे, तदेव युक्तम भेषज्यम यदारोग्याय कल्पते सचय भेषजाम श्रेष्ठा रोगभ्यो यो प्रमोक्षयेत। भाई वही वैद्य ठीक है जो बीमारी से ठीक कर दे, वही ड्रग ठीक है। सचैव तदैव युक्तम भेषजम यदा रोग्याय कल्पते, जो हमें रोग से मुक्त करते वही मेडिसिन ठीक है। कौन सी पैथी क्या सब, ये सब चीजें बात की बात है। हमको मरीज को, हमारा पहला एम क्या है, मरीज को ठीक करना। तो ये आपने अपनी अप्रोच जो बताई बहुत अच्छी बताई। अब मैं थोड़े से बहुत सूक्ष्म में घर घर आयुर्वेद पहुंचाने के, हमारी तो दिनचर्या ही वही आयुर्वेद से शुरू होती है। हम जरा इसका प्रचार करें, सुबह उठें, कैसे बताई दिनचर्या, भगवान को प्रणाम करें, माता पिता को प्रणाम करें, धरती माता को प्रणाम करें। शौच के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा आयुर्वेद ने योगदान दिया कि स्वच्छता बहुत जरूरी है। गर्म पानी से नहाइए, ठंडे पानी से नहाइए, उसके अपने अपने गुण हैं। नस्य का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। बहुत अच्छी एक शॉर्ट में कहावत बताई गई है भाई, आंख में अंजन, दांत में मंजन, नितकर नितकर नितकर, कान में लकड़ी, नाक में उंगली, मत कर मत कर मत कर। ये कहावत बहुत छोटे छोटे सूत्र बताए आयुर्वेद में कि भाई ये करिए। अब घर घर में आयुर्वेद होना ही चाहिए। उसके लिए थोड़ा प्रचार ये करना जरूरी है कि हर माता अपने घर में तुलसी का पेड़ लगाए। तुलसी अनेक रोगों से हमको मुक्त कराती है, बहुत जरूरी है तुलसी। घृत कुमारी, बहुत योगदान है, किचन में घृत कुमारी होनी चाहिए। और अभी कोरोना पीरियड में गिलोय, टिनोस्पोरा कार्डिवोलिया, गिलोय ने अपना योगदान सिद्ध कर दिया है। तो गिलोय हर घर में होनी ही चाहिए, हर घर में गिलोय होनी चाहिए। तो कुछ ऐसे प्लांट्स हैं जो हर घर में होने चाहिए, रोज उपयोग में आने चाहिए। चाय में तुलसी डालिए, अदरक डालिए, काली मिर्च डालिए, बहुत अच्छा, बहुत ही लाभदायक होगी। अभ्यंग का है, नस्य का रोल है, ये रोजाना सिखाने का प्रचार करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। आज हमारा जो नारा है वो यही है कि हम घर घर में हर दिन रोजाना क्या उपयोग करें, क्या उपयोग ना करें। ये भी बहुत अच्छा, प्रज्ञा अपराध नहीं करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं खाना है, जंक फूड, स्ट्रेस, इससे बचना चाहिए। आयुर्वेद में 2 हमारे जो आश्रय व्याधि के, मन और शरीर। तो शरीर के विषय में तो मैंने बताया बहुत कुछ है, मन के विषय में भी उतना ही इंपॉर्टेंट आयुर्वेद ने बताया। हर घर में हर आदमी को सोचना चाहिए। गीता में कहा है कि भाई विषयों के बारे में सोचेंगे तो उनके विषय में आपको कामना उत्पन्न होगी, और कामना उत्पन्न होगी उनको पाने की उपयोग इच्छा होगी, और यदि वो नहीं मिलेंगे तो काम ये चित्त विभ्रंश है, चित्त विभ्रंश होगा, चित्त विभ्रंश से बुद्धि नाश है, बुद्धि नाश हो जाएगी प्रणशति। तो ये सब नहीं होना चाहिए। यथा लाभो, जो मिल जाए, जैसा मिल जाए, भगवान ने जैसा दिया उसमें संतोष करना आना चाहिए। कहीं ना कहीं ब्रेक लगना चाहिए, नहीं तो स्काई इज लिमिट, कोई लिमिट नहीं आगे बढ़ने की। उसकी साड़ी मुझसे कैसे सफेद है, ये कल्पना ही करते रहेंगे तो बहुत सी व्याधियां आपको होती रहेंगी। इनसे बचने का उपाय सिर्फ यही है कि भाई जो मिल जाए, यथा लाभ संतोष, अगर ये सिद्धांत अपनाएंगे और सदव्रत का पालन करेंगे, चरक में सदव्रत, बहुत बिना ड्रग के अब 50 मेडिसिन से बच सकते हैं, 50 रोगों से बच सकते हैं। और आयुर्वेद ने जो बताया है भैया कि रोग को प्रिवेंटिव एस्पेक्ट ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है अपेक्षाकृत ये चिकित्सा ठीक करने के। प्रयोजनम चास्य स्वस्थ से स्वास्थ्य रक्षणम, स्वस्थ व्यक्ति के स्वास्थ्य की रक्षा कैसे करें, मेरे ख्याल से इसी के विषय में घर घर आयुर्वेद पहुंचाने का प्रयत्न किया गया है। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है आयुर्वेद को आगे बढ़ाने में। हमारे कई ऋषि हैं जो भी इस आयुर्वेद को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, और मैं समझता हूँ सभी को जो भी इस यज्ञ में आहुति डाल रहे हैं वो सभी की बधाई के पात्र है। उन्हें आप सबका धन्यवाद, आप इस यज्ञ में जुड़े, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मुझे भी यहाँ बुलाया, मुझे भी इसका भागीदार बनाया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू शीतल मैडम, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। आपके जो रिमार्क्स आपने दिए हैं सर आज, चेयरपर्सन रिमार्क्स, वो हम सबके लिए एक इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करने की जरूरत है, ऐसा हमें सबको लग रहा है। और आपकी वाणी से जो और भी आपने कुछ हमारे लिए सबके लिए कुछ एक अमूल्य मोती जो दिए हैं कि हम लोगों को कुछ कार्य आपने दिया हुआ है, आज मुझे लग रहा है कि जो हमें आगे की फील्ड में हमें करना है, तो हम इस पे जरूर पूरा खरा उतरने की कोशिश करेंगे सर। और ये जो थीम है हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा, ये केवल आज के लिए या कल के लिए नहीं है, ये एक थीम है जिसके मतलब जो फुटमार्क्स पे हमें चलना है, और आगे की जो लाइफ है वो सभी को हर दिन हर घर आयुर्वेदा के थीम पे चलते हुए आपके जो आज कहे हुए वचन है उनको खरा करने की हम लोग सारे मिलके कोशिश करेंगे। तो कुछ जो प्रोग्राम्स है, कुछ जो स्पीचेस है, या कुछ जो टाइम हम स्पेंड करते हैं सज्जनों की संगति में, जिसे जैसे कहते हैं मराठी में, तो उस तरह की आज की संगति है सर। और जो कि मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि रिवार्ड है ये, जो 2 घंटा, अभी 2 से 2.5 घंटा हम लोग एक साथ है सारे, बट देन एवरीबडी इज इंटरेस्टेड कीनली, कि जो सब एक दूसरे को सुनना चाहते थे, और सब एक दूसरे के कहे गए जो आज की स्पेशलिटी टॉक्स है, जो बोले गए वर्ड्स है, उन सब पे सबने अत्यंत ध्यानपूर्वक सबने अटेंड करके आज का ये प्रोग्राम जो है ये अभी एंड में आया है। तो मैं सर आपकी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ कि आप थ्रू आउट इस प्रोग्राम में प्रेजेंट रहे, और आप यू हैव जॉइंड अस ऑल द वे फ्रॉम यूएस, एंड थ्रू आउट आप रहे, और सभी के टॉक को आपने बहुत ही ध्यान से सुना, और अपने जो आशीर्वचन है वो आप हमें देते रहे, और बहुत ही सुंदर रूप से आपने उसका एनालिसिस किया है। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर आपका, और आप हमेशा हमें इसी तरह से गाइड करते रहते हैं, और आगे भी करते रहेंगे, इसकी मैं शाश्वती चाहती हूँ सर आपसे, और सभी को शाश्वती देती हूँ। Then in the series, I would like to thank Dr. Rajeshri ma'am. Even you have been attending this program throughout since 5:30, and you have been very enthusiastic in your analysis of today's program. So I thank from the bottom of my heart to you, ma'am. And
Yes,
you have always been our guide. You have been a philosopher to me, and then you are a very good friend of all of us. So
Yes.
thank you so much for being with us again today on the program on Ayush Darpan. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your remarks.
Thank you. Thank you very
Doctor,
much.
I have been very much thankful. I would like to thank each and every speaker, right from Dr. Rashmika madam, Dr. Vaishali madam, Dr. K.K. Pandey sir, Dr. D.N. Pandey sir, Vanita ma'am, then everybody I would like to thank because they have presented excellent presentations for today. They have given their remarks, but two of our speakers for today, Dr. Sangeeta Salvi madam and Dr. Anita madam, couldn't join because of some on-time reasons. So unko kahin jana pada hai time pe, but then that's why they couldn't join. So I'm also thankful to them because उन्होंने consent दिया था हमें आज के प्रोग्राम में ज्वाइन होने के लिए. But then above all, I would like to thank to Dr. Neeta madam. उनकी फ्लाइट थी 5:30 को, but then from the flight also she managed to join with us, और उन्होंने शुरुआत करा दी थी हमें, और उनके जो उन्होंने वीडियो शेयर किया हमारे साथ, so we played it for all our viewers. So thank you to her spirit of hard work and dedication. And thank you very much Dr. Neeta ma'am. So इस तरह से हमारे आज के इस प्रोग्राम के बिल्कुल अंतिम चरण में हम आ गए हैं. तो आज डॉक्टर नवीन जोशी के बिहाफ पे भी मैं आज आयुष दर्पण की तरफ से सबका शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ, सब व्यूवर्स का भी मैं शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ. कि मैं आज सब हमारे साथ जुड़े रहे और फेसबुक और यूट्यूब लाइव पे भी लोगों ने प्रोग्राम अटेंड किया। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच अगेन। और इस प्रोग्राम को आज जैसे कि मैंने कहने की कोशिश की, मैं एक्सप्रेस करने में थोड़ी कम पड़ रही हूँ शायद, बट देन दिस प्रोग्राम इज लाइक अ रिवॉर्ड टू मी। बहुत सारे हम प्रोग्राम्स अटेंड करते हैं, बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स कंडक्ट करते हैं, बट देन आज मुझे ये 2-2.5 घंटे ऐसा लगा कि मैं कुछ एक क्वालिटी डिस्कशन का पार्ट हूँ और एक वैरायटी ऑफ टॉपिक्स पे आज जो बातें हुई है, दैट इज जस्ट लाइक रिवॉर्ड टू मी। So some things in life are reward to you, and this is one of them. So with this, we come to the end of this program. And thank you, Dr. Amar Dwivedi, sir. I would not forget to mention you for your spontaneous remark for today's program. And you have been very enthusiastically participating in many of our programs. And today also you are with us. So thanks again for being with us and being a very stubborn supporter of Ayush Darpan and all our programs. Thank you very much. So thanks, and I would like to again thank you all.
Thank you.
Jai Dhanvantari, Jai Ayurved, Jai Ayurved Divas.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sheetal.
Thank you.
Sir,
thank you, madam. Thank
all the God bless you all.
Happy Diwali.
All of us.
सबके लिए नमस्कार।
Thank you, ma'am.
बहुत अच्छा हो गया प्रोग्राम। इट वाज वेरी नाइस बिकॉज शीतल, आई टेल यू कि कम नहीं गिरे हो आप। कैसा है कि इतने सारे स्टैलवर्ड्स इन योर फील्ड एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाके ये विषय में अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करना, दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग टू हैपन in any gathering. So this is qualitatively, intellectually, and experience wise, and with the occasion wise, it is the best thing which has happened, and with Ayush Darpan and to you also, right, sir?
Thank you.
अच्छा हो गया।
Thank you, everybody.
This is exactly again the right analysis of the thoughts what I was having, but I was not able to express.
So I express. I'm your friend.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Rightly, you rightly said it.
चले, okay.
सबको दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं एक बार, और होपफुली नेक्स्ट 25 इयर्स आयुर्वेद कभी भी अल्टरनेटिव मेडिसिन करके नहीं बुलाया जाएगा, इंडियन सिस्टम ऑफ मेडिसिन करके बुलाया जाएगा। इस शुभकामना के साथ सभी को नए साल की शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू।
Yes, done. Yes, thank
Definitely,
you.
sir. You have said it very rightly. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Bye.
So with this, I end the meeting for today, and the links are available on YouTube and FB. I'll be sharing it with you.
Yes. Thank you.
Beva.